Unmute. Unmute. Hey, we're in.
I just finished my last chocolate-covered pretzel.
Oh,
Hi, hello.
be damned! You
Hi,
finished
I'm
it.
here.
You finished your snacks before the movie, my man.
I know.
I'm here.
We good? We can hear you guys.
Cool.
Good. All right. Hello. All right. All right. All right.
That always happens.
Make sure to keep everything off the desk,
You were there.
away from the mmicrophone. Don't touch a damn thing.
She's already touching everything.
What?
She's
I
already.
had to-
I was.
Yeah.
Shut
Ah.
Wait.
Full screen. Ah. Okay, we're good.
Okay.
So quarantine's going well.
Uh,
How are you?
Adjust your camera a little bit, Cory.
I can't even see myself yet. My phone is not like up to
That's fine.
speed on what's going on.
Anyway,
here.
heroes and villains. Thank you for answering the call and joining us once again for another episode of Initiative. Or maybe it's your first time. Hello, awesome. If you're listening via Spotify or watching us on YouTube or in the Twitch VODs, thank you for tuning in. Make sure you hit that follow button or hit subscribe, like, leave a comment. Every tiny little thing you do helps us astronomically.
All of it.
Every single bit of it.
Yep.
So thank you.
What we
for
do now echoes through eternity.
what we do in the shadows. So my name is Colby. I will be your GM, otherwise known as your Professor GM for tonight. I'm joined here by Cory,
Hi, my name is Cory. I play as Elias Crowley.
David,
Hi, I'm David. I play as Adam Mercury.
Nicole. I always want to call you Jackie.
Hi, my name's Jackie. I play as Nicole.
Character names are like so synonymous with who we are at this point. Like, I feel like we would answer to like Adam if I called David that, or
Yeah.
it just kind of connects.
We are the cast of Initiative here, a bunch of teen superheroes knowing about saving New York, saving the world, saving themselves. And
Well put.
today is our 21st episode. We're gonna go right into that. First off, how you guys doing?
Good.
Doing pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm excited for today. I'm always excited to kill vampires.
Mhm.
That's good. You guys are especially dark today. There's
Yeah.
a shadow
We're
over
in a
you
different
guys.
place.
Yeah, this really is what they do in the shadows.
Yeah.
We're bright as hell over here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're
There's,
actually
like, a
quarantined
ceiling,
because they
like,
can't
right
control
here.
their bloodthirst.
Right near my head.
Yeah,
Yeah.
see
If I
it.
stand, I'll hit my head on the ceiling.
Glad everybody's doing well. We have some. I'm not going to say any details right now, but we got some stuff in the works for the coming weeks. It's going to be pretty exciting for the channel overall. So stay tuned for that. We got a bunch of stuff coming up. So, but I think without further ado, unless anybody has anything to say, that brightened it up.
Yep.
Yep, that did it.
I should just keep an empty Word document open so you guys are all lit up.
Just white screen.
Yeah.
Yep.
I feel like I have to
In
sneeze
fact,
and
I
it's
should. You have a anyway, I'm gonna go with our recap to bring everybody up to date about what happened the last episode.
stuck.
Okay.
Vampires.
So, the story so far, episode 21. Last week on Initiative, our heroes find themselves standing over their dear friend Lauren, who just moments before had been stabbed by a possessed Jackie. Having regained control of her body, Jackie holds her dying friend in her arms as our party flocks to them. Suddenly, a pulse of energy bursts from Lauren's body, forcing the party away from her. A portal opens behind her as an agent of the dark entity emerges. Liani Barbosa.
The boss
Oh,
face.
God, they
The best
just
boss
froze.
face ever. That's the best.
Oh my god. Oh, can they see?
I
Oh,
hope so. That's the greatest boss face I've ever seen in my entire life. Oh man. Oh shit. That was wonderful. I was listening to you and I zoned out and looked to my left and just see Nicole like she just ate a lemon whole.
You know Neo is gonna clip that.
That is going straight to the Instagram account.
Son of a
Holy shit!
bitch.
I feel
that
bad
was-
for everyone on Spotify right now.
that one got me. That one got me
Damn it.
hard. Oh man. Oh,
Damn
that got me
it.
good.
Oh my
Holy
God.
shit. All right. Anyway.
All right, hard reset.
Where was I? Okay.
I lost it after fucking. Oh god, Lauren died.
Yeah. Anyway, a pulse of energy bursts from Lauren's body, forcing the party away from her. A portal opens up behind her as an agent of the dark entity emerges, Liani Barbosa. Lauren's chest opens, revealing a familiar purple gem waiting to be harvested, just like little May Dower, whom our party could not save in Ohio. Our heroes are unable to stop Liani from taking Lauren with her to the portal as it closes, leaving behind an explosion that surges through the gymnasium. Thanks to efforts by Adam, many students were not harmed in the blast, but his friend Cedric was not spared, being vaporized in a flash. To make matters worse, the Pillar of Darkness in New York, which looked to be receding its power, instead began to grow and conjured a storm that threatened to destroy all in its path. Our heroes receive a call from Professor Savannah and make their way to her tent. Uncertain if her particle collider will work as intended, Savannah hastily prepares the party for dimensional travel, giving them backpacks with supplies and the prima materia. Our heroes are put into the machine thereafter. Just before the growing pillar consumes the tent, our heroes are transported to the Amble Belt, a realm for travelers. With Yaliru's guidance, they are brought to a submerged portal. With Mercury bonding to the prima materia, he forms a protective cocoon around the heroes as they traverse to the converging expanse. They find themselves in a cave made of coral, but confirm that they are in the dimension by blasting a hole in the ceiling and seeing the now familiar orange cloudy sky. As they walk through the corridors, they are attacked by a horde of shark canine hybrids, while our heroes dispatch them in brutal fashion. Excuse me. Inadvertently, the defeat of these creatures leads to the rescue of a humanoid, quote, intelligent creature who claims he does not have a name. He also claims that he was sent to this place in order to escort our heroes to his master. Reluctantly, the group follows as he brings them through a portal to which he dubs the Citadel, a huge cathedral structure. Inside, a service is being performed by a collection of horrifying creatures. A man greets them with some sort of illusion over his body. He is the same mysterious man who has been helping Jackie from time to time. The man reveals himself to be the Sovereign, an old foe of our foes from Season 0. Having defeated him in Tokyo and stopping his own quest to fuse the converging expanse and Earth, he has returned and claims that they must all work together. Is the Sovereign genuine? Will our heroes have to face an old foe or join him? Find out right now on this week's episode of Initiative.
What a twist.
Oh, man.
Man.
See, I always thought the Sovereign was like
open.
in cahoots with the Dark Entity. You know?
Yeah,
So
strange
this
what
is-
things you wonder.
You know?
So,
I don't trust it. Don't trust a hoe.
No, this guy's a pain in the
don't
ass.
trust a hoe.
Nope. Never. Not once,
trust.
not never.
All right. So, no pre-scene.
Really?
We
Well, I mean,
fade in
pretty urgent.
on just moments after the Sovereign has revealed himself. One thing I didn't do last session is describe what the Sovereign looks like now. As you see, the creatures in the pews all around you, the party, get up from their seats and start shuffling out. You see the up on the stage, you see the Sovereign, his arms spread, the stained glass behind him having melted away, pooling like wax on the ground, and the giant eyeball synonymous with him in the sky, the size of a small moon in the distance. He has long black hair with a single platinum streak through the side. He has bloodstone studded earrings on each of his ears, and he wears a long black Victorian cloak with two like tassel tails that run down. He also has a silk white cravat and a red vest on under it. He has a saber at his side, the distinct curve to it.
Stop, I can
all
only get so
decorative.
erect.
Yeah. Looks purely decorative in how it works, sort of like a general's saber kind of thing. And and his skin, of course, that porcelain white. You can almost see the veins like translucent where his skin is.
Yikes.
And he has blood red eyes.
Nah.
Sharp features. He looks over to the three of you arms outstretched, and he says, "Well, welcome to the Sanguine Citadel, my home."
I want to walk up to him, and while walking up to him, I'm just going to be like, I thought we killed you.
He puts his arms down and he says, "Well, I'm glad we're going to be courteous about this conversation." And he steps off of the stage, just lands in front of you, weightless, just down. And he says, "No, you did not kill me. That is quite difficult to do. Merely, you've put me back in my temporary home."
I'm gonna look at him and then look at Jackie and be like, what does he want?
Your guess is as good as mine. What do you want?
Well, I want to simply come to an accord. I think we've been working against each other far too long, and our circumstances have changed. It seems all of us are trapped here. And also, there's a pressing matter to attend to.
Yeah, you can't take over the world if someone else is already doing it.
Gives you a smile. That's one way of putting it. And you can't save the world if something as powerful as... He shrugs. That entity exists. And you're in unfamiliar territory.
Are you trying to say that you want to help us?
Yes. And you help me.
What's the catch?
Nothing much. We do what we need to do. We survive. You survive. And I go back to my home.
Which is where?
Say that again, someone flush the
Which
toilet.
is where?
Which is where?
Earth, of course. The proper reality.
Last time you were there, it didn't really end well for everybody else.
Well, it ended very well for the three of you. I'm hoping we can let bygones be bygones. That whole thing about kidnapping your mother, Elias, I think we're past that now. It's been what, he looks around and, a few months since then, in your time?
That's a blink to a vampire, isn't it?
I don't like that term.
Vampire?
Yeah, it's very,
The V word.
it's very, last time I was there, it was everywhere in the media.
Yeah, we kind of got over that.
So,
You realize if we help you come back to Earth, we're probably just going to put you back here, right?
well, we can cross that bridge when we get to it.
What do you know about the Dark Entity?
More than you. At least, what it does here.
Which is?
Well, it prepares
For what?
the inevitable fusion of our universes. A new meal for it to consume.
Is that all we are?
Of course, that's all anything is. A meal. Its true name. Kulvakshnatilnalar.
That's a mouthful.
What did you just say to me?
I know.
Sorry, I don't speak Italian.
Call it what you wish. That is the name the denizens of this world gives it. It means to consume, destroy, chaos, whatever it the natives of this plane decide it is in any given day.
So, you want to stop the entity
Mm-hmm.
so that you could come back and destroy it anyway.
If that entity continues its current plan, nothing will survive. Myself, yourself, your world, this world, all interconnecting worlds. It will never stop. It is a being, a thing, that only exists to consume. A fire that cannot be put out.
Has it eaten other worlds before ours?
I presume so. The origin of this creature is... well, even I'm not old enough to know that.
So how do you expect to stop this thing?
He puts two hands behind his back, and he starts pacing. He says, it has a plan in motion. And if you thwart any plans, well, it can't get to its end goal, can it?
Do you know how to do that? Do you know how to stop him?
I have theories. We have plans of our own. But these plans require 3 unique pieces.
This sounds familiar.
Doesn't it? It is of mutual benefit for us to work together. Here you have a haven. Out there, in the converging expanse, it is a world that shifts. It is a variable in of itself. Only few places are constants, such as the Sanguine Citadel.
How is that?
My own machinations. Beings of considerable power. Places of considerable power.
How do we know you're not just gonna take us there and do whatever you want?
Now, you will go on your own accord, of course. I'm a bit...
And how do you expect us to trust you?
well... You can't. I can't trust you either. That is the tense truce that we fall upon now. Or, you can leave now and become obstacles in my plans.
Look, even if we do decide to sit around here and swap notes, we're on a time crunch. We have maybe, what, like a day before everything dies?
It will take longer than that. The universes are, well, persistent things. Entities, if you will. Your universe still has more time. It is in pain right now. No doubt you have seen that before your travels here.
One of those pillars was expanding before we got here.
No doubt all of them are.
Do you have any way to keep track of what's happening on Earth here?
No, not at this time.
What if Earth is already gone by the time we're finished?
Could be.
Then what?
Well,
Then we live here forever?
if that were the case, we'd be gone by now.
Do you know how to get rid of the pillars?
Seems to be the question of the year.
He looks up at the moon, the eye in the sky. And he looks back. He says, they are tied to anchors of this world.
Then it's not people.
Oh, they very well may be people. In fact, I know they are. And you know them too.
Thought so. The pillars, they're rooted with these anchors. Are they anchored on this plane, or are they anchored on our plane?
This plane, the source of the entity.
So these pillars are like a bleed through. A converging point between the two.
Indeed. You pick up on it quick.
So it's an absolute mirror copy.
No.
No?
No. The converging expanse is a place where consciousness of recycled matter. When something changes, when water is boiled, when ice melts, when any sort of change occurs, the converging expanse takes a bit of that object, of that conversion, and manifests itself here. The laws of nature, of physics, of science itself do not apply in this world because it is always changing.
So all that's ever left is this place.
Correct.
Earth's landfill.
The universe's landfill. Just one universe's landfill. If you would. It all comes here, but not in the way that you think. Everything here has to abide by some sort of rule, some sort of law. However different it may be from Earth's, it has to fit into some sort of logic to exist. A self-fulfilled logic. And that is where you get these abominations, these creatures. This ever-changing landscape.
And what about all these things? Are they under your command?
Projects of mine.
For what? You building an army?
I build whatever I need.
Why would you need an army here?
A sanctuary doesn't stay a sanctuary because you ask everybody not to come, not to harm you. You need to defend it.
From what?
Everything.
So, if we agree on some sort of truce for now, what is your plan?
Well, if you would follow me. And he steps off, he walks off to the west side. He starts walking, waiting for you to follow.
I follow him.
Yeah, I'll tag behind.
Could I try to read his mind?
Absolutely. What do I have to beat?
8.
Oh boy. I gotta go on the old notebook for this one. 23.
Oof. Yeah, not even close.
Yeah. He pauses for a moment, hands behind his back, and turns. And he just grins at you. He says, "Oh, and there was a mutual friend of ours that would serve very well from this truce." He walks forward. Off to the side, there is a door connecting with the hallway. Walks down it here. That's where you notice everything around this place has that pale marble architecture to it on the side. There's a lot of stained glass throughout. These reds and yellows. Every bit of light from outside is streaming through these windows, giving everything this soft red and orange light to it. There are torches lit along the walls, and occasionally, as you wind down a few more hallways, you see these amalgamations, either repairing a damaged wall. You see like some wear and tear on it, and this bulbous sort of creature kind of spits along the wall, and you see it solidify like cement onto it, and it kind of just like rubs it away. Yeah, it is not really a pleasant place. You always see like dust particles in the air.
Yeah.
Through the light, and he leads to a smaller corridor where he goes up a staircase, spiraling, and you go up a large tower, and you hear the wood creaking with every step as you move up, and you open a door into this large chamber, wooden floor, boards, but in the center of the room is a silver table. It has these sharp curves on either side of it with several, about 4 of these arching like pillars, or rather like arms gripping now, but they look more like talons over it. And in the pool of itself, or in the object, is a pool of blood. And as he walks over to the other side of it, there are a couple windows all around. He traces a long nail along the pool, and you see the blood start to shift. It bubbles, and it starts to solidify as it pulls upward in certain shapes, and you realize it is a map. And I will go to...
Ooh.
Get Cory and I up there.
Yeah.
Cory, and you can't. I don't know if you can see on your phone.
My refresh time is slow.
I'll turn the screen for you. It's hard to see. I can't.
Really cool.
I can't turn it because you'll see me.
Yes.
So.
No, I got it. I caught a peek.
I'll just do this.
Oh,
Jade, now you can see it on your phone.
Yeah. I'll see it in like 2 minutes.
yeah, look at that.
Look at that.
So, you see a map emerge from it. Actually, you know what I can do for you, Cory? There we go.
You know how hilarious it is that like I'm in the same room as you and we still can't figure this shit out.
Yeah.
Oh, I see it now. Damn,
Yeah,
boy,
I'll
you've
show
been
you a
busy.
better one. You won't be able to see them, but
That's hot. I like it. The trench of strife, the wilted seed. Someone sits, you know.
there we go. Converging expanse. So,
Wait.
what?
We might have to pause a moment to like reset our router or something, because like you guys are cutting out real bad.
Well, that
Yeah.
might have been because I was opening Photoshop and it was like messing
No, it
up.
was like that whole time you were talking before.
Yeah, like
Okay.
the whole conversation, we heard maybe half of it, so we're gonna have to
Yeah.
like figure something out on our end. 'Cause
Okay.
it's hard to play.
Reset, and then I will.
'cause
Yeah,
we can like hardly understand what you guys are saying.
sure. Okay, we'll reset your stuff.
All right.
Okay.
So, anyway,
Should we carry on?
Yeah.
Okay.
just a bit. It's
Okay.
the Elias show at the moment.
Yes.
So you see this shape emerge up, and this text also appears on it, written in blood. But again, the colors are changing of the blood itself into these whites and blacks and blues, and some highlighted colors onto there. And he is on the opposite side of it, and he looks down and he says, "Just a piece of the converging expanse, the relevant parts."
Where are the planes of Animus?
I figured you'd ask. The source of Animus. As far as I know. That culture eludes me. Doesn't seem very relevant to my plans.
Not yours, but
At least
Part
up
of
until
mine.
now.
we've learned a lot since we were last acquainted with each other.
Yes, well... He traces a finger over it. He says, "You will have a need to go there soon, if not already."
Are these the locations of the anchors?
Says, yes, in a way, mostly. There are a few places of interest here. The Wilted Sea is where you arrived. There's not much of note there right now. Not that I know of. Now, these other places that you see here, the Sanguine Citadel, where you are now,
Right.
Plains of Animus, the Falls, the Trench of Strife, and Domain. Most of these places have one of these anchors, as far as my intelligence tells me.
You say these anchors are people?
Yes.
And what are we expected to do? We assassins for you? We infiltrate these places, we kill the anchor, we move on to the next.
Like I said before, you catch on quick. The anchors are problematic, specially chosen by this entity. For what purpose? Well, for what reasoning, I don't know. For what purpose? To ultimately assist in his consuming of other worlds.
Anyone we know?
I presume you might have met them. They have gone on several journeys to your world, though they can only move one at a time. It seems that even the entity's blessings are limited.
Fortunate.
And their power is also limited while in your world. If you face them before, they'll be even stronger here.
If they're who I think, we've had problems with them. Immense problems with them on Earth. They seem to phase into existence, wreak havoc, beat the hell out of us, and then vanish.
Who have you met?
We have met a seemingly Egyptian man named Hamadi Khan. Big, tall warlord.
The loudest of them all.
Yeah. We also met a woman, a South American woman. Barbosa? Leonie?
Leonie Barbosa.
Leonie Barbosa. Another one we had huge problems with. And then there was the samurai. Did you know him?
Kaito. Yes, him and I have had a few dealings. He's not quite fond of me anymore, nor I of him.
Fortunate for us, again, because we aren't either. And then there were two others, we believe, that we haven't quite pinpointed yet.
I'll have you know, I know where all but one of these anchors are.
Which do you know?
He points to the Trench of Strife. Who the hell is... Hold on. Oh. Get out of here, Clyde. I don't care.
Fuck Clyde.
Freaking bot. He points to the Trench of Strife.
Yep.
He says, Hamadi Khan. He's holding a tournament.
Sounds like him.
Trying to gather the strongest of the converging expanse to bring to your realm for conquering.
He tried to take over the moon.
Pretty ambitious. Did you stop him? Or does now he control the moon?
No, he doesn't control the moon.
Good.
We thwarted him.
He points to Domain. Leonie. This place. It is quite difficult to get information of this place. It is where the Dark Entity's home is.
Really?
Very close to it. One cannot enter the Dark Entity's abode while these anchors still exist. Their will alone stops anyone from entering.
So is she there with him?
No, she is just outside. There is a town, if you will. I try not to use such civilized terms so liberally in this realm. But the closest thing to that is there. In Domain. What she is doing there, I do not know.
What about the others?
The Plains of Animus. There is one of the members of the dark entity you have not met. He is there on a diplomatic mission, attempting to persuade, coerce, otherwise establish communications with Animus.
So am I.
His name is Luther. Luther Seeljaeger.
Do you know what he was doing on Earth?
What he's doing here. A diplomat.
Last we heard, he was in California.
That might be the one you're looking for. The other unknown, I do not know where they are. Nobody has heard from that one.
Ever?
Not in my network. And then Kaito. He's very close.
Wilted Sea?
Hmm?
Wilted Sea?
No, I don't presume that far. I imagine he has been tasked with destroying the Citadel. So he's gathering his forces for just that.
I've run into him too many times lately.
Now he's coming to us.
Interesting.
The Falls. There is no anchor here. But there is someone of interest. A sage. I believe he might be willing to help you. He doesn't very much like me.
Why is that?
We have our disagreements.
Anyone I know?
No. I doubt it.
Damn.
If you did know it, I'd be very concerned.
So how do you expect us to get there with Kaito hunting us?
Kaito is too preoccupied with the Citadel.
What if we run into him on our way out?
Well, that would be quite unfortunate.
Yeah.
You'll have to deal with it. In terms of traveling, well, it'll take several days for your party to get to and fro each place. I do not recommend, he turns to Adam, says, a particular mode of travel. Hold on, I think we're getting him back. Yep, call.
Alright. Good timing.
Yep. Hello. Hello.
Hey.
Hey.
Hey, you're back.
Okay.
Alright. Time to go over that again.
Yeah, I was gonna say, did you guys catch all of that?
I heard Hamadi Khan's holding a tournament to find the strongest people in the place.
Do you guys have like
and-
a light you can turn on?
Nope.
At all? No lamps or anything?
You better open a
You
blank
guys look
text
like-
document.
You look like the Men in Black. Like,
yeah, you're
It's
gonna
because
get
one of the
fucking
One of the
nebulized
light
or
bulbs in
whatever
this
those
room
things
is out,
are.
so
I see.
Oh wait, ready?
Hold on, I got it.
Yeah, just open up like a bright document.
that's what we're gonna
Yeah,
do.
that's
Yeah.
what we're doing.
Just open up like a Word document. There you Oh, there you go.
Oh,
Oh,
jeez.
hey!
That'll
Wow,
do it.
It's beautiful.
Alright. That's good.
It's so bright. I
Alright.
love it. You can
Could
see
you
everything.
share your screen?
Oh, yes. There we go. Alright. So, to briefly go over, the Sovereign has found the locations of all but one of the anchors. There's a Trench of Strife, where Hamadi Khan is hosting a tournament.
Yep.
There is the Plains of Animus, where a member, an anchor that you have not met, Luther Seeljaeger, resides. Or he's there currently. There is Domain, where is Liani Barbosa. Domain happens to be directly near the Dark Entity's location, his abode.
Okay.
Kaito is somewhere near the Sanguine Citadel, gathering his forces. And then the Falls, where there is no anchor there, but there is an old sage that might be willing to assist in your endeavors.
Okay. And I'm sorry, what did you say anything about the Wilted Sea?
The Wilted Sea is where you arrived,
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
but as of right now, there is nothing of note.
Okay.
So what'll you be doing while we're out? We just picking off targets for you?
I have certain duties here. I must make sure the Sanguine Citadel persists.
Why?
It is the only bastion that I have, and that you have here. It is also where I conduct many of my studies. Those studies are important to the task at hand, such as the location of Rise.
Really?
I'm very close to discovering where he's being kept.
He's somewhere in the Converging Expanse.
Of course. He's trapped here along with me.
So
Always
if
has
we
been.
find him, we can get him out of here.
We can all leave like one big happy family.
You said the anchors are stronger here than they were on Earth.
Yes.
We could hardly handle them there.
Mm.
You have to be creative.
You don't have anything to help us with.
He motions to the map. I have done. To get this information alone has cost me many resources. If you want more assistance, I recommend going to the Falls.
No, I think we can handle them.
That's fair. Whatever you agree to do, that's your discretion. I merely give you the tools to accomplish your task.
Well, as much as it pains me to say it, thanks.
Yeah.
You are very welcome.
I guess we should hit the falls first and then go to the plains and work our way west.
Yeah,
That's what you guys want to do.
I think that's our best option.
Yeah.
We could barely handle them where we were. There's no way we're gonna be able to do it by ourselves.
Least of all, if we have to fight through a tournament in the trench, I'd like to at least get to the falls, get what we can, figure out what's up with Animus before we try to take that bastard again.
Yeah.
I'm a little worried about Kaito. If
Yeah.
he's around here looking for us, I'd rather find him before he finds us.
We don't have time. We need to do this as quickly as we can.
We gotta get to the falls.
Yeah.
This will take some time regardless. Move with haste and, well, you might find yourself making a grand mistake. Move carefully. Deliberately. It is now that
Good
you
thing
must
we have
move without
someone here who
emotion.
can move hastily and
What was that?
it's a good thing we have someone here who can move hastily and
Yes, of course. I would refrain from your usual mode of travel. If you move too fast through the Converging Expanse, you might find yourself in a place... Well, I don't even think you could be able to react in time for the various traps of this realm. Be careful. You may try, of course. But I'm warning you.
Alright.
I'm
Fair enough.
loving this music right now.
Oh, that's
Oh
good.
my
I can't wait to
God.
get copyright claimed.
Worth it.
So to the falls, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To the falls, then. Very good. He, waves his hand over the map, and it just melts back into the pool of blood. He says, I recommend staying the night.
Why is that?
I totally just screenshotted my phone to save the fucking map.
I can send you a file later. Well, you must be tired after your journey. It would also give me time to prepare an alternate mode of transportation if you wish to take it.
Mama always said not to sleep in a vampire's home, so I don't know if we should stick around now.
That is completely up to you. You may move by your own accord, or you may take my Zeppelin.
Zeppelin?
Mm-hmm.
You can fly us to the falls?
It would cut down your travel time by a few days.
That would draw an awful lot of attention, don't you think?
Exactly. I leave it up to you. You are young, but I have seen on firsthand how capable the three of you are.
What lies between here and the falls?
The Wilted Sea, if you decide to go that route. Otherwise, that is a very difficult question to answer. The expanse is always changing. Creatures always stirring.
I'm just afraid if we take your method, we'll end up at the falls and Kaito will follow.
He nods. Entirely possible.
So how about we take the Zeppelin and be on the lookout for Kaito while we're... I'm sure he'll be noticeable.
Oh,
Yes.
no doubt.
We will. The Zeppelin is our best course of action, unfortunately. But we need to do this as quickly as possible, and if we can head there without running into anybody on the ground, hopefully, then that might be our best bet.
Gives a bow. Of course. I will make the preparations. Is there anything else the three of you need? Any questions?
If this is all a trap, you will be dead.
Right now, all I want is to be rid of this place. And we will leave together. Or we won't leave at all.
When we get back to Earth with you, we have a deal to make. We can't let you back free.
We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. For now, we have more pressing matters at hand.
Yeah.
Now, anything else before I depart?
Show us where we'll stay, I guess.
Yes, I'll have one of my help bring it. In fact, one of them should have escorted you here. What happened to it?
Adam kind of ran him into town.
Yeah.
For what reason?
I don't know, he helped him. That's where we wanted to go.
He wanted to go into town?
Sounded that way. He said it would be kind of me to bring him there. That's what I did.
I see. I apologize for the burden.
No, it's fine. I mean, he deserved something, right?
Oh
helped
yes,
us.
he certainly deserves something. Now, if you'll excuse me. He walks away. Walks down the stairs, leaving you in this room.
I just kind of look around and look at you guys and say, What are we doing here?
We're here so we can get the entity, destroy him.
Yeah, but what are we doing here? Listening to Vampire Lord tell us what to do?
What other choice do we have? Do you know how to get there?
We have an edge on him right now, but I have a feeling it's not going to be an advantage for long.
I don't think so either. We have to play smart.
He
We
doesn't
have
know
to
who
be careful.
the last anchor is. But he's sending us to kill the ones he knows.
Well, I think we should get to that as fast as possible. I mean, our goal's been to take these guys out for a while.
But what if our theory is right? What if
Mm.
Jackie's the last one?
Well, we're obviously not going to kill Jackie. We'll figure something out.
We can't let him know until it gets to it,
Yeah, no, not at all.
if he hasn't already heard.
Like I said, we'd be smart, but this is our best at the moment. We just have to stay on guard
Yeah.
and do what we can.
All this transdimensional nonsense is getting to me.
Tell me about it.
But we just gotta focus on here for now.
So I guess we take a nap in this weird old church.
Seems like
I guess he'll send someone for us when we're ready to go. Or when he's ready to take us.
maybe we should stay guard, do shifts or something, so we can rest.
Careful.
That's probably a good idea. I don't want all of us to fall asleep here with that guy around.
Or whoever else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's find something that looks kind of like a bed.
Alright. I can take first watch.
Okay.
Yeah, you see as you guys turn at the doorway, it hadn't made a sound. You didn't up there, but you see a small, like 1 foot tall little creature. The bulbous head. Bulbous head. It only has one arm and like 1 foot. They're kind of offsets, crawling on each one to move.
Froggo.
Yeah. It just says.
What?
That's
Oh. Alright. After you.
Let's go, Mr. Toad.
And it just, it moves offset because the hand is bigger than the foot, and it just falls down the stairs. And it leads you down a couple more corridors. You pass by a what looks to be like to your left. You can see out some windows at the vague shape of a courtyard, like a very small like garden. But all of the foliage is brown and sort of rotted in of itself. It's like a very poor attempt at keeping the vegetation here alive. And it ends up leading you down. All the hallways sort of look the same. It's like this strange labyrinth of a cathedral. And it opens a door for you, and there are 4 beds set up, very military style. There's nothing really special about this room. It's sort of wooden mostly around, and as if it was hastily put together. Like some nails are still coming out of the boards and whatnot, so you have to walk a little carefully. And they're just essentially just like packs of hay inside of sacks put on the ground. That is what your beds consist of. It is definitely not lavish. Almost petty in how it's set up. It was set up for you 3.
Yeah. They didn't want to.
And there's a single window that it's a window that's set up and it just looks out into a wall.
Cool. Awesome.
Wow,
Thanks.
great. This is set up quite nice.
Yep.
and the creature waddles away.
Hey, I was
Hey.
thinking
Oh.
about something else. About all
What's
of
up?
this.
Hmm.
Say we finally get through all of this. Say we figure out the anchor isn't Jackie and we take on whoever that is. And then destroy the dark entity for good.
Yeah.
Jackie, what's gonna happen to your power?
That's a good question.
Are you going
Honestly,
to lose it?
I'm not that concerned about it. Right.
All right.
Just
I
a
mean,
thought. Just something
yeah.
to prepare for, if need be.
I mean, I don't know. If I have these forever, or if it's gonna leave when he does.
You
I
might
have
get
no
what you
idea.
want and go back to normal.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll get your arm back.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
Just a thought, just something that I've been kind of,
Yeah.
it's been rolling around.
Honestly, if my powers go away, I don't know if that would be the worst thing.
Well, I mean, let's hope it has some sort of good outcome.
Yeah.
That's all we can hope for.
Yeah.
And then we can go back to no crazy pillars, beds that are in a haystack.
Yep. Just
We need to.
carjackers. Familiar territory.
Yeah.
Fighting
We
guys
need
in
to
ski
see
masks.
Lauren and Cedric.
Yeah, and everyone else.
Yeah, and V.
I hate waiting. I hate all this waiting that we do. It just seems like every time we wait, bad things happen.
Mhm.
You know, we try and relax, go to the dance, everyone dies. Just every time we have downtime, it just gets worse.
I hate being in vulnerable positions like this. I
Mm.
understand completely.
I do. I need you guys to do something for me. I mean, obviously my powers are linked to the entity. We know that.
Yeah.
But if something happened, or if I lose control, or if I end up being the last anchor, I need you guys to.
You're saying, like, if you start trying to fight us? Or are you saying, like, kill you without asking questions?
Whatever is needed.
Animus said no more killing. I'm not doing it.
Well, what about Kaido and them?
Maybe I can extract it from them.
Does Animus make an exception for transdimensional demons?
I don't know. I'm interested in meeting Luther. We'll figure it out then.
Yeah.
Should be a fun time.
I think he's my equal opposite.
Well, we'll have to find out.
Yeah.
But if there's literally no other option, then yes.
If it comes down to it, I mean, pissed those little green eyeballs off a handful of times. What's one more?
When we were at the dance, something came over me and I was the one who hurt Lauren. The daggers that we gave Savannah, they just appeared in my hand. I don't know how I got them or where they came from.
Well, they came from Dark Entity.
Yeah. This is all him.
So,
So our goal won't be to stop you. It'll be
We could stop him.
That is the...
for now. I'm gonna sleep on this because that's what I deserve. Apparently, I'm just gonna face plant on the
Yeah.
crappy bed.
Yeah, somebody's like poking at you, and it's like, ah, this
Yeah.
sucks.
And I'm just like laying there, like, whoa.
You, the three of you still have the backpacks too, the hiker's packs.
Yeah.
These big
Alright.
bulky packs on your
Yeah,
back.
I want to go
You're also
through that.
you're also all still dressed in
Formal attire.
formal attire. That's all.
All right.
It's all fucked up now.
First things
Yeah.
first,
Yeah.
I'm loosening this tie.
You want to look through the packs?
Yeah.
Yeah. So so all three packs contain rope, a set number of rope, about like 50 feet of rope.
Where am I? Give me pen. All right. Wait. Hold on.
Yeah,
Sure.
I'm gonna
Hold
write
on.
this down too.
Yep. Let me know when you're ready.
Oh God.
Oh yeah.
Oh, also, quick question. Do I still
Yeah.
have 4 injuries?
You have not healed. So yeah.
Fuck.
Wait, what was that for? Yes. Oh yeah.
Oh, I was getting my ass beat by
Yeah,
those.
you're getting eaten by
the
Oh.
Yep.
dog
The
fucking
the
shark
sea
things.
apparitions.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
All right. So it's
Fish
rope.
frogs.
Canine sharks.
Yeah.
So about like 50 feet of rope.
Yeah.
5 MREs. So those are meals ready to eat.
Yep.
So you just like add water or something to them, and they're just like
Yeah.
the military meals.
Is it per bag or total?
This is each.
Oh, each. Okay.
Matches, like a
Mhm.
box of matches. But keep in mind the food is gonna go a lot faster for Adam than it would for the two of
Oh
you.
yeah.
Yeah.
Tent equipment, so like a tent. Trail mix for a snack.
Consider it.
Savannah's always considerate. Lighters,
Huh?
candles, flashlights, like two like an industrial like flashlight each.
Yep.
The ones that like security guards have.
Yeah.
Blankets,
Mhm.
and then each of you roll 1d6
Ooh.
for a unique item each.
Interesting.
I like that.
Same numbers we reroll.
Bingo.
How very lone wolf of you.
It's fun. Rolling's fun. Elias,
6.
you get a
Why'd you laugh when
it is a it is a magnifying glass. At the bottom of it is a compass.
Ooh.
You notice the compass is going crazy. It is just spiraling. Just
Oh, great. Have you ever seen the Mortal Kombat movie, like the original, like
Long
90s
time
one?
ago.
There was a part where like they first get to the island and Sonya Blade is like, "Where are we?" And she whips out a compass and the compass is just spinning clockwise.
That's exactly what this is doing.
That was my first thought.
It is for all intents and purposes useless for finding direction.
Oh, great. So I just have a magnifying glass. Yep.
Jackie,
Can't wait to burn ants.
I got one.
a 1. You have
Yeah.
it's a set of cooking equipment, like pots, pans,
Oh, cool.
various little spices and stuff. Like a couple knives in it.
Ooh,
It's just like a
nice.
travel like cooking equipment.
Nice.
And Adam,
A 5.
there's a bulletproof vest,
Wow.
Cool.
and there's like a little sticky note with a smiley face on it on the front.
That's cute.
Nice.
Yeah, and each of you have that unique item.
Does that do something if I put it on?
Yes. Although
Sticky note is enchanted.
keep in mind there is like power level limit stuff still,
Yeah.
Do
but
like
it
a
will.
plus to fortitude or toughness or something.
It gives protection 4, limited to ballistics.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
What's that? 3 PowerPoint level item.
Badass.
Cool.
Yeah, so it's protection 4 against ballistics.
Sweet.
Cool shit.
I know.
I was gonna say that compass will be really useful if it stops fucking spinning.
Yeah. And it as you guys are like laying this all out, just taking inventory, talking amongst one another, in one of your bags or in all of your bags there's a note. It's the same note from Savannah. It says give them hell, kids.
Nice.
Cute.
All right, cool.
Alright. Sweet.
Right.
There's no clothes.
Huh?
No clothes.
There's no clothes. Let's
Yeah, and I got your superhero outfit. It's right in here. I went to your house and stole them.
I missed my jacket.
Yeah. So, yeah. Who's taking first watch?
Me.
Okay. We'll say for. Yeah. Well. Okay. So roll a perception roll.
Oof. 7.
7. Okay. So how's the night going for Elias? So Jackie, you're passed out on the hay after a little bit. Adam is snoring.
Yep.
What is Elias doing to keep watch, and what's going through his mind?
She is pacing.
Mhm.
Pacing and just wondering what's going on in New York. Wondering where everybody is. Wondering if everybody's still safe.
Mhm.
Whether or not the pillar has consumed everything. Just thinking about his mom, thinking about V,
Mhm.
thinking about all of our friends there that are left kind of at our mercy.
Mm.
Wondering if time is moving at the same speed there as it is here.
Mhm.
Just nerves
Okay.
and a weird sense of kind of hopelessness, knowing you can't really do anything there to help.
Yeah. All right. Your watch goes uninterrupted. You don't notice anything out of the ordinary. And who's taken next?
I will.
Right. And you wake up Jackie.
Mm.
And
Right,
go to
you're
get,
up, kid.
get some shut eye. All right. Perception roll, please.
Oh.
I do very much like this music.
Yeah, it's super atmospheric.
20. Nope. Wait.
20. Nope.
Uh-huh.
My favorite number.
23.
23.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's Jackie thinking of? How is she spending her watch?
Just like going through everything that happened and planning on, if this happens, what are we gonna do? Okay, then let's do this, and then like going through every scenario in her head
Okay.
and like just determined to like fix it, like just like she has to fix it.
All right. During your watch, as your mind is racing, you've occasionally see shadows moving under the light of the doorway, just kind of hovering over for a few moments and then moving away.
Next time could I actually like peek under the door?
Yeah. Make another perception roll.
14.
14. Yeah, so
Yeah.
you peek under just as like the shadow forms, and oddly enough, even though the shadow is there, you look under and there is nothing on the other side.
I want to like open the door a little bit
Okay. You
and
peek.
look down the hall and like see if anyone's there.
Yeah, you made one more perception roll.
20.
I mean, what's that? 27.
27.
I don't recognize that number.
I've never seen a 27 in my life.
What comes after 26 but before 28?
Nothing. It's 26, 28.
Oh, okay. Then what is this?
It's witchcraft, is what it is.
Burn her.
Yeah. You do see a shape move around the corner, but you're not really able to catch what it is. You know something has moved around the corner.
Still laughing about 27. Sorry.
Shoot. Dang it. I'm gonna kind of follow it down the hall to see if I can see it again, but I'm not gonna go like too far.
Okay. Yeah, you like run down the hall, trying to chase after it. You turn around the same corner. Again, just another hallway, and it's a lot shorter. And you don't see whatever it was that was moving. But there's only one direction it could have gone. As the hallway winds down.
Damn it. I guess I follow it.
Okay. Yeah, you start moving down. Oh wow, the playlist ended. Sorry, you move down the hallway more. Your steps echoing, and as you move, you find yourself moving hallway through hallway, and you find yourself back into the main cathedral room itself, where the service was held before. You see the podium that was up there before is gone, and instead replaced with a and the stained glass is back, as it's reformed back against the wall with the image of who we can now surmise as the sovereign with a spear impaling someone. And in front of that glass is a throne, velvet and gold throne, and you see the sovereign sitting there with a goblet in his hand. He looks over at you. He's kind of slouched. He says, "Having a hard time sleeping."
I thought I saw something outside my door.
All for your safety. A drink?
I'll pass.
And he turns the cup a little bit for you to see, and it's just water. And he says, "Sustenance here is rare for someone like me. I wouldn't waste it on a nighttime snack."
Do you even sleep?
Does he what? Sleep, did you say?
Yeah.
When I'm tired. I am a driven man. I find myself not as tired as I was back in home.
Do you have... Do you have any real information on where the entity is?
I know where the entity is. Everyone knows here. It's getting to him. That's the difficult part. The anchors keep us away. I tried once. I tried to get to it. This fortress used to be somewhere else, and a lot larger.
How does he have you trapped here? What's your connection to all this?
It didn't trap me here. Rise did. I was like you. I sought the power of the entity long ago. And I had it. Rise didn't like that very much. And Jackie, you, going back to season 0, you have these memories flash in your mind of a battlefield of blood and black grass, smoke everywhere as you see your old friend Rise with the blade of the dark entity formed, fighting the Sovereign on the battlefield just then too. And these violent flashes move through your mind until you come back. And he says, and so Rise took me here. I don't know if he knew or not, but that means he was stuck here as well. And then you pulled us out. Only to return. I can't be rid of this place.
So, were you just human before?
He was what?
Human.
Ah. I suppose so. Though in my time, you read a few too many books that nobody wants you to read, and suddenly you're a lot less human for it. He strains up his posture and he looks over at you. He says, but you understand, Jackie, what it's like for others to look at you so differently all of a sudden. He points to your arm, the missing limb. He says, might I ask what happened?
I wanted to save friends, and I let the entity take it.
As chaotic as it is, the entity seems to follow some rules. Like payment.
Yeah, I noticed that one. So, if you're connected to the entity, well, if the entity dies or disappears, are we still going to be like we are now?
My power no longer resides with the entity. I gave it up.
How?
He takes a sip. By dying. And becoming what you see now. To answer your question, if we do defeat this entity, yes, you will lose. Maybe more than just your power. How long has it been with you?
A couple of years.
That power has a grasp on your very being. It could so much as tighten its grip and snuff the life out of you. Or it could fall apart, disappear, and you too would just fall apart.
Well, I guess if we get rid of the entity, it'd be worth it.
I like your commitment. Not everyone would be willing to throw away their lives for others. You must care about your friends a lot.
Part of this is my fault, and I opened a door I shouldn't have. And it needs to be shut for good.
Maybe. You know what they say. There's always another door. More to open, more to close. One door leads to another. We will shut this one. But you have that quality, the taste, the thirst for power. And I wonder if you will have to call upon it again. We will see if you will open that door.
I wouldn't hold your breath.
Takes another sip. He just looks forward, sitting on his throne. Just thinking.
Well, anyway, I have to go back and wake Adam up.
He doesn't say anything.
I just kind of like walk back,
Mm-hmm.
like very, not like, just like very like thoughtful.
Sure, yeah, like, not really looking at the stuff around you or anything. Just,
Yeah.
you set out your course and you're on autopilot as you...
Lost in your own
Yeah.
head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and you just turn the corner. Another last look. The Sovereign slouched in his throne, taking a sip. And make a perception roll.
18.
You see, as he takes a sip of his goblet, down the corner of his mouth, it is not water, it is a streak of red. And you make it back to the room. No issues. You wait out your watch, and that's Adam's turn. Whoopsh.
Adam!
Wake up, bitch!
Try not to swing the mic around so much. Adam, make a perception roll.
Perception. My best rolls ever.
Ah,
9.
okay.
Woohoo!
Yeah, what is Adam doing during his watch?
I'm just kind of sitting around the room, very impatient for a little while, until I finally decide that I'm gonna take a lap around the whole Citadel.
Okay. Yeah, you just
I'm going to scout every nook and cranny of this place because I do not trust this guy one bit.
I like how everyone's idea of a watch is like,
Yep.
watch after my sleeping allies, leaves
Yeah.
the room.
Ditches
Yeah.
Hey, I stayed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought about it.
I got what I needed
Well,
to know.
Can you imagine an
Sovereign.
assassin just like in the corner, like just leaves and he's like, really?
Yeah.
No. Wow, alright.
Kaito's
Well,
hiding in the shadow in the
Yeah.
corner going, my perfect
Yeah.
opportunity.
Stupid kids.
Yeah.
What is
Whatever.
this, amateur
These
hour?
guys can kill themselves, whatever.
Yeah.
I was not trained as ninja, but this is too easy. Alright.
It's like that scene in the Fellowship of the Ring where all the ring wraiths are standing over the beds with the swords. Like,
Yeah.
Okay. So you just want to like take a lap around?
Yeah, like I'm gonna do it quickly, obviously,
Sure.
but I want to go in like every room in the Citadel, like look everywhere.
Okay. Yeah. So you're moving through and you start realizing as you're moving, because you have time to do this, it is a building that just is changing. That's the only way you can describe it. Like you move down one hallway into another, and you could have sworn like I've been in this hallway. I've seen that garden before, but it couldn't be. But you are going through new territory as you move through. There are a lot of entrances to different spires.
Yeah.
One room that you see that you just kind of poked through seems to be a study of some kind. You see these like bookcases around, but the bookcases are empty. There's maybe one or two books around that look very worn. You can even open them to see that the pages they're just a bunch of different book pages put into binders.
Yeah.
And one chamber that you don't spend a lot of time in because it's a little too horrifying and also very smelly is essentially this like butchering room where you see like meat hooks around, you see the bone saws on the wall all caked and rusted with blood. You see on one of these tables is just one of these amalgamations that is still gurgling, as if it was started to be put together and stitched together but then just abandoned partway through. And it doesn't even notice, as since you're so fast moving through. You go into the main chamber and you see the throne set up, but nobody's on it.
Okay.
And outside, you see the courtyard out front, which is the neat path leading up to the front steps, and the large wrought gate. As you move around the building, as you try, maybe like from the outside, I can move like between the gate and the building. You hear below you water crashing into like far below, to realize that the entire compound is on a cliff.
Okay. After I'm done scouting around, I want to like run outside and like run up the wall to the top, to like the roof of the citadel, just kind of look around.
Yeah. Of the main building itself, yeah, you look around, you run up, and above you is the orange, cloudy sky of Florida, or as you deem Florida, the converging expanse. To one side is just an ocean. The ocean itself, the water, because it's reflecting, it's not like the crystal clear blue waters or even resembling that. It's orange as it moves, very similar to the sky itself.
I just pictured the primordial soup.
Oh yeah, there you go. And you see in front of the citadel, there are these half arch rocks that lead down this winding path that you guys walked up before. But past there is the town, a very small town, set up, made of these essentially these dilapidated buildings and shacks.
Yeah.
And there is a large expanse of land growing out. Make a perception roll.
19.
Okay. You look left and you see, I think there's something kind of strange over to the west. And you have to get on you have to run down up another wall to up another spire, the farthest one you can reach west. And you see very far in the distance a cloud of darkness and slight flashes of light.
Okay.
And that's what you see.
All right. All right. I'll run back inside to the main chamber there, where the throne was.
Okay.
Is it still empty?
Yep.
I'm gonna walk up and sit in it for a second.
Quite comfortable.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, more comfortable than your
sit.
bed for sure.
Yeah, I'm like, pretty nice.
He's like, I am the sovereign. I am a vampire.
I wish I had a phone to take a selfie.
He's like,
Yeah.
But after a second of sitting there, I'm gonna be like, all right, I'll run back to.
All right. And your watch goes unabated. I'm gonna go pee real quick. Talk amongst yourselves.
Oh, okay.
I just imagined Elias laying on a cot, scrolling through Instagram, going, "Why is Why is Adam sitting in the Sovereign's throne? Throwing up a peace sign.
You're like, hold up.
I come back in the room. I'm like, did you see the picture?
Did you see my Snapchat?
Guys, I couldn't tag my location. It doesn't know where we are.
Oh god. It just says orange.
Hashtag vamp life.
Hashtag Florida.
That's the location of Miami.
Yeah.
No, that dark cloud with the lightning is my.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
Yes. That's about it.
It's captioned like chilling on the beach.
Yeah.
Wish you were here.
Yeah. I'll send you a postcard. Oh my god. I keep forgetting you don't have a cell phone.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
And I haven't gotten the upgrade from Mercury to let him communicate with people.
Yeah.
So
redact like all of that. Adam isn't doing any of that shit.
yeah.
Wah, wah.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I just come in the room and wake both of you up. Yeah.
Hey guys, there's no DM. Let's fuck up the shit.
I'm gonna like.
I kill the sovereign.
The sovereign dies.
I win.
I guess I'm gonna like sit up and look around and be like, damn it, it wasn't a dream. We're still in hell, aren't we?
Yep, still in hell.
Yep.
Shit.
Anything interesting happen on your guys' watch?
Nope.
No.
Oh. Yeah, not really. I looked in the distance and saw a giant, what looked like thunderstorm. So that was cool. Tried to, like, I ran to the roof and tried to look around.
Sorry about that.
He woke us up.
Huh? Okay.
Yeah,
That's what I figured. Also, there is a conversion advanced Snapchat selfie mode. That's what you discover. No, but
Well, no, we realized he doesn't have a phone, so he can't.
nope. So you
Yeah.
can't join in on the fun.
Nope. Psych.
So yeah, three of you wake up. What do you decide to do?
I guess we'll head to wherever the Zeppelin is.
Yeah. Hopefully, I mean, that storm doesn't come closer if we're flying.
Yeah.
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 Otherwise, that's fun.
I'm not sure if that's the way we're going or what, but
Yeah, so you walk around and realize that there's some commotion coming from, like, you hear a sound as you move down hallways, and it leads you to the main cathedral room, and the amalgamations are there, all performing some task or another about, like, moving something. You see these hastily put together crates that they're moving around. Some are pushing. All the progress is slow. These are not very efficient workers. And you see the sovereign standing next to his throne, and he looks over to you. The three of you, claps his hands together. He says, "Oh, good, you're finally awake."
Somebody's.
I didn't hear you. What did you cut out?
I go, somebody sat on my throne.
This dust, this skin flake I see is not mine.
Whose ass was on my seat?
Truce over.
I have security camera footage of one of you taking selfies.
You just see, like, a very modern camera, like.
It's like, damn, he's even got 4K.
He says, are there any preparations that you need before we leave?
You wouldn't happen to have coffee, would you?
Unfortunately not.
Thought not.
One of the many reasons I call this a hellscape.
Water, maybe?
On the ship. Unless you require some now.
No, that's fine. How long are we going to be on the ship?
The falls will take 4 days.
4 days?
4 days?
Correct.
How fast does the ship move?
Well, faster than foot.
Ugh.
Judging from the three of you, it would take you about 6 days to make it, moving at your slowest speed.
This sucks. You sure I can't just run?
You can.
No, this is the safest way to go, unfortunately.
Yeah.
It all comes with checks and balances. Move via the Zeppelin. It'll be very easy to spot, but you will make it to your destination faster. Move on foot. Well, it'll be slower. It'll be hard to notice you. And you'll be at the mercy of the converging expanse, but... well, it's not necessarily always a bad thing. It's up to
Save
you.
the stupid Zeppelin.
Yeah.
Very well.
Yeah.
He motions to the stained glass behind him, and it starts to melt away again. And as it melts, the wax-like texture of the glass moves under the frame of it and forms a staircase. And you see, you hear a as outside of the window, an object suddenly moves right to the side of the window itself. You realize that the window is a gate or a window to the back of the complex over the cliff, like over the water. And you see this large red with these black beams arching along, keeping this Zeppelin together. The texture of the Zeppelin itself is not what Zeppelins are made of. It's definitely a dyed skin-like texture.
Ugh.
Ugh.
And it's hooked via these ropes, and even you see like metal wires too connecting to this large like box, where it's like the most rudimentary sort of hot air balloon Zeppelin you can imagine in there.
Yeah.
And it floats, and you see these humanoid amalgamations similar to No Name that you met before. Grip ropes tied along the side and pull it in a bit, and the door opens, and there's a hastily put rope bridge that they toss over the side, and others connect. He says, "Well, your chariot."
Great. Wonderful.
Yeah. Just what I always wanted. Alright, let's get going, I guess.
Yeah. How often do you fly this thing?
Me?
Well, how often do you send it out?
Not very often.
So it's not a regular thing for this thing to be going out.
No. People will know that it belongs to me, though. If they're familiar with the Sanguine Citadel, that is.
Just hoping that nobody connects that to us. Yeah.
Yeah, we should, while we're on this thing, we should be on constant alert if anyone's following us from the ground.
I agree. I think we have a benefit here. I don't know if anyone is aware that you are here.
Kaito might. He seems to know whenever we're here.
Well, one thing we're not sure of is somehow every person we've met has been able to find us. Just wherever we are. And we don't know how.
That is true. They seem to make these portals and just show up wherever we are. Unless it just happens to be coincidence.
Yeah,
Is there
let's-
any common denominator here?
kind of like look at Jackie without turning my head. Yeah, like, I mean, kind of.
Yes, that would make sense. Jackie's presence alone, when she taps into the power she possesses, it's like a beacon. Perhaps we lost the advantage then.
I look at her like, how does he know that?
I mean, we've fought him before. He knows I'm connected somehow.
It's an unmistakable ability.
So worst case scenario, they all know that we are,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know if they can track specifically where we are. They at least know that we are in this general area.
Maybe.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Correct.
Well, if they know we're flying, they're gonna have some trouble getting to us. For a
This
couple
is
days.
true.
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned, I don't know if any of the anchors know how to fly. Hence the term anchors, I guess.
At least that.
Yeah. But still, I think we should still be vigilant. Just watch the ground as we.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree.
Very well.
Right.
Yeah, you guys ready?
Well, good luck.
Thanks, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you wish to take the Zeppelin to your next destination, feel free. When you abandon it, it'll return to me.
Thanks. That'll make things probably a lot safer for us.
Yeah.
I can't make another, I hope you know. So don't lose it.
We'll try our best.
Do what we can.
Yeah.
Go.
Yeah.
I
We're
await
all
your
in.
return.
I'm gonna get on board and look for some water to make my food.
Yeah. Yep. So there are like barrels of water put out. There's like a cargo section of this. The box itself is actually about 2 floors of itself.
Mhm.
There's like a supply deck and cabins down below, and then up high you have like the bridge, quote unquote, of itself. It's not a very large vehicle, and all inside are these amalgamations, probably the best put together ones that you've seen so far, where they actually have a set number of limbs that aren't too asymmetrical, and they can move confidently. None of them really speak to you. They'll answer with grunts or maybe like one word answers, like, you know, where are we going, you know, north, you know, something like
Yeah.
that. And they overall just don't really mind your presence.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Down below, yeah, there's some barrels of water, and you take some and you
Okay.
make your one of your MREs. I imagine for you it's like twice in one day kind of thing.
Yeah.
Get your incredible calorie intake. But there actually is food on board.
Okay.
If
Alright.
you want, it's not. It's just basically like hardtack. Like the most similar I could really say to it. It's like this flavorless like bread, but it's like crunchy, kind of flavorless.
Yeah. I'll just make myself an MRE and then have some of that, even though it is
Yep.
not good.
Yum.
Yeah.
So, you guys are making your way to the falls. Is that correct?
Making my way to the falls.
Yeah.
Oh,
Dragging my
yeah.
balls. Anyway. So you have 4 days. You guys want to start keeping a watch on the ground?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like constantly watching the ground,
Okay.
and I'm specifically looking for Kai.
Yeah, and there are specific points on either side, which are like balconies, open to the air, and you can see the land below. 3 of you made perception rolls. We'll have this go for the trek.
14.
3.
22.
Okay. So
That's my thing.
the I need somebody to roll a d8.
Oh, I got.
We have one.
Okay.
I got it in my hand.
Okay.
Oh,
Cory,
roll it.
just rolling David's dice. 2. 2.
Ooh,
2.
do a. You good, pal? Wow. Just bring the whole Thing over here. Good thing.
So,
Yeah, keep him over there.
the trek as you move, you guys are moving through the sky. You guys look down below, you know, staying vigilant. You can see the ground below you is filled with different sort of biomes at an alarming change in rate that doesn't really make a lot of sense. Like one day you're moving through and mostly what you see down below are like tundras, and then the next day you'll see jungles down below,
Like flying over zones in World of Warcraft.
Exactly. Yeah.
The terrain doesn't quite make sense.
Yeah. As you're moving forward, you all start to see something in the distance, in the sky. Jackie, you alert the others to it, and you see what looks to be a black tendril, just not so much moving in your direction, so off in the distance. There's a bright light at the end of it, a flash, and it's careening through the sky downward.
The hell's that thing?
I have no idea.
Is there only one of them?
Yeah, just one.
Fuck if I know.
I've never seen anything like that.
Yeah, I mean, at least it's not closer to us. I don't want to know what that.
Yeah.
You guys ever read Lovecraft?
No, but I know of it.
I don't know what that is.
Gods and octopuses. Octopi.
Well, as long as it doesn't come near us, I guess.
The light overtakes the horizon for a brief moment, and you hear a as it comes crashing down, and you see it hit the ground far off, and it's still for a moment, and then all of you make agility rolls.
Oh shit.
Agility or strength.
Oh fuck.
Wait, got to.
That's what I like
20.
to hear. That's what I like to hear.
Everyone else can go first.
Aha!
Because he's gonna have fun with this.
What?
Oh, I'm not.
What do we? All right. What do we got? So Jackie,
17.
17. Adam,
20.
Cory.
Natural 1.
All right.
Ooh.
Oh,
see-
no!
Guess who's going
as-
overboard?
This pulse of air just as that explosion in the distance, miles and miles off, has reached the Zeppelin, and the whole Zeppelin almost tips as it, and not expecting it, Elias, you fall off the edge,
Oh, God.
down, and the pulse that hit the three of you is rattled your brains
Yeah.
for the moment. For a few seconds, you feel stunned, just almost like a seizure happening to you as it comes
Oh,
down.
jeez.
What do you two do?
Can we do anything, or are we like actually stunned?
No, you're good. You passed.
Okay.
You two are able to hold on like to like the
Can
loose
I-
wooden railing.
Yeah, I'm like, Jackie, Elias!
Yeah, can I try to grab Elias?
Yeah, you certainly can. You make just I know it's perception based, but you're kind of having a difficult
Yeah.
time to grab him.
Like
so
move object
yeah,
type.
so yep, roll to plus your move object.
Yeah. I got you. Ooh!
Ooh,
She don't got me.
she rips your arm off.
Oh my god. Arm for an arm.
Bitch.
Yeah, okay. I guess I'll
Take
use,
your arm.
What was that? Using lucky?
I'll use a lucky,
Okay.
Uh-oh.
even though he can fly, but just in case.
I'm stunned.
Oh, right. Okay, that's better. 20, not natural.
Okay. Yeah, Elias, you're grabbed in the air, just stop falling, but getting pulled along. So it's like being on a like like a raft as you're like going tubing on a lake. You're like oh, in the air,
dragged by a rope
you're
in the back of the car.
Yeah.
Yeah, I pull him back up.
Yeah, as you start pulling, you guys notice below you in this jungle-esque biome, the colors below you are the mix of these emerald greens and like fuchsia purples all around. And you start that pulse as it rattles the treetops. You hear as 3 creatures burst from the treetops. These long serpent with 3 sets of wings along its body.
Oh, cool.
It has large, also 3 sets of taloned feet throughout its side. It has this snake-like snout, but it's covered in feathers as it moves on. And it the wings only serve as sort of like a stabilizer, like to help it turn, as it just slithers in the air, moving along in these like contorted, impossible directions. Like it's able to move like a Tron bite, just and they start moving towards the fishing line you just put out of that is Elias.
Oh great, I'm the bait.
Everyone roll initiative.
The 6-winged serpents.
Ooh.
Crab people.
Crab
So
people. I was low-key excited about being separated from the group.
Yeah, you would be.
All right. Well, it's a good thing I have camping equipment, right?
Woohoo.
Adam first.
Yep.
Jackie, would you roll?
Oh, wait. Sorry. I rolled a 20, not natural.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm
Elias?
doing good tonight,
6.
knock on wood.
Okay. All right. Adam, you're first.
Okay, so these things, they're not like in reach yet, right?
No.
They're going after Elias.
Quite a ways away at the moment.
Okay.
Maybe about like as they move up, like I would say maybe 100 feet below you, 200 maybe,
Okay.
150.
And how far away is Elias?
Elias fell about, well, we'll say about 30-40 feet.
Okay. I guess I'll just go to the edge of the Zeppelin and prepare to just grab one of these things if they get close enough.
So a grab action. Okay.
Yeah, how big are these things?
You can't really see at the moment.
Well, I'm
Yeah, you're like,
encased,
"What?"
yeah. I'm holding on to my
Stop.
lunch.
Quite large.
I'm standing on the edge. I'm yelling down. I'm like, Elias, you're good. You're good.
I'm like, am I really?
Jackie, your turn.
Oh my god.
Jackie, your turn.
Oh, sorry, you cut out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna pull Elias back in as fast as I can.
Okay. What's your move object rank? 6 or
7.
7? Yeah. You're able to pull Elias back if you use your action. You just, Elias, you move up and you just land on your ass on the
Yeah.
on the balcony section here. Anything else, Jackie?
Could I'm just gonna take like a defensive action.
That would take an action. It's not like a move action to use the defense.
Oh, it's not?
Yeah, your
Okay.
action was used to pull
Heard.
Elias. If you want to use extra effort, you could use defend.
No, I'm okay.
Okay. Enemy's turn. Closing this rather wide gap pretty quickly, these creatures, you hear them from below. They move up. Adam, one of them moves right beside the balcony. And you can see that this, like, your entire body is the size of its, like, snoutish beak.
Oh.
I just got an idea. I'm so excited.
You can use a grab action.
I don't think I'll be able to grab it, but I'll try, I guess.
All right, roll to hit.
God.
Okay.
Bruh.
Roll to hit.
Yep.
That's a 27.
Okay. Yeah, you made a strength roll. You hit it.
All right.
Ooh.
Natural 20.
Hey!
Yo! Grab that fucker.
So like it moves down and it like opens its mouth and you can see the rows of uneven razor sharp teeth within its beak, like, and right as it's about to like screech out, you like use your whole body to like grab on it. You muzzle it.
Shut the fuck up.
Can I fling it? Can I use my fling?
Hercules.
Yeah. You grab its uvula.
Dirty.
I mean, you rolled a natural 20.
Yeah.
How far do you fling it?
Yes.
I fling it.
Yeet him.
4 movement ranks in one direction.
Okay, 4
what's
movement
4?
ranks. So
Yeah.
about
Whatever movement.
500
rank
feet.
Okay.
Yeet that boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you fling it away from the Zeppelin, like, and the way you
Yeah.
grab it, you hoist your whole weight. You actually need like help from Jackie, as like you like jump off the edge for a moment and whip away, and the entire length of the creature just
Fuck outta
flashes away.
here.
Jackie, you have to pull him back up quickly over there. Yeah, somehow you yeet this creature, and it just flies off. It's 500 feet.
Awesome.
Okay.
Yes.
Any-
What's our favorite thing to do?
it's still their turn.
Stuff.
That was the best counter ever.
One of these creatures is going to go past you guys and up to the top of the Zeppelin, and you hear and the whole ship shakes.
Oh no.
Okay. And then the third is also going to come up on the balcony, having his eyes set on Elias. It's going to come down, its mouth opening and coming to just bite down. So,
Jeez.
does a 7 hit you?
What is it against?
Parry.
Fuck without.
It's plus 10.
A one.
Remember, all your defense is plus 10.
Okay, 17.
It misses.
Yes.
You move back just as it takes a bite out of the balcony, just runs right through the wood
Oh,
and flies back.
oh my word.
Okay,
Alright,
next is Elias.
All right. First thing I'm going to do is activate my ghost shield.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Shield activated.
And then so it just kind of like swooped, bit down at me, and then kind of.
Yeah, it's still within range. Like, it's like writhing in front.
Okay. I got an idea. Let's debut that new ability.
Okay.
I want to try to do something here.
Okay.
Now, we're already challenging the mechanics of the ability because
that's
you
true.
know me, I have
Yeah.
to fuck with the way everything works.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to cast the soul snare
Okay.
toward the serpent thing.
Okay.
I don't know if I can necessarily pull it to me, but can I pull myself to it?
From the limited degrees of what we made, you would have to use extra effort to add an extra effect
Okay.
onto it. So to be able to pull yourself towards it.
Yeah.
Although, I mean, it's a large object.
I feel
I
like
think
if I
right-
don't have the strength to pull it to me, it'd be easier to
So
zip me to
in
it.
the for the sake of, because then what would happen is we could break this rule further every time. You could just make like a swinging ability. You could turn this into a lot of things. You would have to use extra
I don't want
effort.
to turn it into a Spider-Man type.
Yeah, you would have to
thing.
use extra effort to
but-
accomplish that.
Okay. Yeah.
To like reverse.
Yeah.
Okay, so do
Alright.
you want to do that?
Uh huh.
All right, so mark down 1 level of fatigue.
Yep.
As yeah, you're these. What does it look like? You're
All right. Now, I charge like a ball of soulfire,
Uh-huh.
kind of in my hand, and I throw it towards the
creature.
The creature. It hits, but as it hits, it kind of bursts back and sends back like a green flaming chain back to the hand that threw it from, and then I catch it
Okay.
and sort of like wrap it around my wrist.
Yeah, you see it like the fire home in on the cheek of this creature flare out, and out of the cheek this long arcing ethereal chain covered in flames comes up, wraps around Kratos style on your wrist, and then you get
Nice.
yanked towards it.
Yep.
And
Cool.
yeah, so you're on the creature, or you're attached to the creature now.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh shit.
All right. Adam, your turn.
Is that one on deck?
It's about like 60 feet off deck.
You're kind of useless.
Man, yeah,
with that.
I can't do anything.
You're just like, you go.
Yeah.
This guy yeeted. Fucking giant serpent.
Did
Yeah,
just
I mean,
eat the bird.
I did eat a bird. You're right. I guess I'll stand in the middle of the deck and prepare for one of them to come down.
Okay.
Paranoid, eat
Uh,
him again.
To come within my striking range.
Got it. Jackie, your turn. Oh, yes, I'm sorry. Jackie, your turn.
Okay. I'm going to try to. Oh, actually, I'm gonna pull one up to Adam.
Okay, well,
And be like-
there's the one in front of you that Elias is on. There's one 500 feet away trying to get his ass back. And then there's one on top of the Zeppelin that you cannot see.
I want to. Oh, I can't see that one.
Last time you checked, he went up top.
Well, the one that.
Can I call out?
Yeah.
I'm like, Jackie, mind control this one.
Oh. It's not that easy.
I'm like, we gotta get to the top of the Zeppelin.
All right. Can I fly up
Yeah,
to the
absolutely.
top of the?
Yeah, you jump off the balcony, surge up around the skin Zeppelin of the top. Yeah, and you see already there's a gash in it as this creature's talons are ripping into it up top, and it's screeching out,
Oh.
trying to get to the Tootsie Roll center of this skin-covered Tootsie Pop.
How many licks does it take?
I'm gonna try to throw it down towards the balcony where I came from, like towards Adam.
Okay. Make a move objects roll,
Yeah.
and then I'll contest with strength.
Ooh!
Ooh, 20.
Lucky.
That bad, huh?
Oh
Why
yeah.
am I 22?
Hold up, please.
Oh my god.
Oh, same roll.
Yeah, 1.
Oh!
Rolled a 1, used lucky, rolled a 1.
Wow.
God damn.
It's meant to be.
Yeah, you reach out, trying to grasp this creature, and you end up tugging at it. All you end up doing is pulling it to the side as it pushes away, and
no.
its talons rend even further.
Fuck.
So
Fuck.
the Zeppelin will take another injury.
The Zeppelin is taking injuries.
Absolutely.
Fuck.
Fuck.
Damn.
Fucking.
Okay, enemy's turn.
Fuck.
So Elias, the one you're on its cheek, is gonna start trying to writhe away. Make it a strength roll. See if you can keep hold. I'll contest his strength. 9.
12.
All right, yeah, you hold on
Oh, nice.
as it's whipping, and the movements of this creature are very erratic. It's really tough to get a. It's not like riding a. It's worse than riding a bull, really. The other serpent's gonna take its turn to move forward. The 500 feet away, it's coming closer. Not here yet. The one up top is going to. It's gonna go after Jackie.
Okay. It could try. Bitch.
Does a 12 hit you, parry?
Parry?
Yeah.
No. No. it
Okay.
doesn't.
Yeah. Like a serpent, it lashes out at you with this blinding speed, but your ability to sense the intentions of creatures and everything around you gives you that moment of it's about to strike, and so you move to the side and it just clasps its teeth right next to you, and you dodge it.
Hell yeah.
Elias, your turn.
Alright. So I'm still hanging on to that chain as he's fucking flying around. I got an idea.
Okay.
Can I, while still holding on to this chain, can I activate my soul wings?
Yeah.
And try to fly around this thing?
Uh-huh.
I want to try to wrap the chain around its neck.
Okay, for like a damaging effect or something?
Control. Or at least not, I don't know.
So, okay, hold on.
I'm
All right,
figuring
you know
out as
what?
I go
I will
here.
allow this for a hero point.
I got one.
You gonna use it?
Hell yeah.
Okay, so use a hero point.
I'm already halfway in the middle of this crazy shit. Let's keep it going.
Yeah, you fly around the neck of it, and you, as the chains are clinging to it, the fire is burning, seeping into its very like soul itself. You're actually affecting the physical object of this being, unlike your normal fire. And you reach around. So do you want to like steer it somewhere? What are you trying to do with it?
Yeah, I want to steer it into the one that's trying to rip apart the Zeppelin.
Okay, let's make a strength roll.
I kind of want to like kamikaze one into another one.
Okay, make a strength roll.
Natural 20.
Fuck.
Oh!
Swear to God.
Oh my god.
All right.
This is the best day of my life.
You're just riding
I
this
am the
like-
Dovahkiin.
Yeah, you bring it up, Jackie. As you dodge this, the creature comes over around the side. You see the second one fly up with burning flames at its neck. And you see as
Elias's crazy ass.
they both ram into each other as Elias leads the creature into it. Make it an attack roll for me.
Me?
Add +5. And then +11 total.
+5, +11.
So total +11.
Oh my god.
16.
16? Okay. Okay. Both of them take an injury
Nice.
as their skulls crash against one
Oh
another.
my god, that's beautiful.
Fucking awesome.
We love to eat.
We love to eat.
Okay, that's Elias's turn. Adam, your turn. You're kind of left alone on the balcony now.
Yeah.
He's just
The one-
watching
the
me
one-
fly a dragon going,
Yeah,
The one
really.
you yeeted
Sigh.
is still flying towards you, but it's gonna take him another turn.
Yeah, everyone's like flying around. I'm just like, you got this, guys.
go team.
Yeah.
Holding your
I'll
action.
just wait down here. Yeah.
Okay. Jackie, your turn.
Again.
Does Adam have improvised weapons?
No.
Jackie,
Fuck.
your turn.
Let's say look for a bow or something.
Okay. I'm gonna use my new ability.
Ooh.
If
Two
I-
new
I don't even know
abilities.
Huh?
if it work. Yeah, I think it worked. Yeah, it should work. I'm gonna use Mental Blast.
Okay. Mental blast.
Uh-oh.
Brain blast.
Brain Blast!
He's got an idea. You suddenly have
So
a
it's-
random idea.
So, is
So
it,
it's a perception range damage, but it's resisted by will instead of tough.
okay. You're gonna use it against the one Cory's riding, or the one you were attacking.
The one I was attacking. I think Cory got that one.
14.
Nope, it's 16.
Okay, so it fails by 1 degree. So it takes another injury.
Hell yeah.
So what does it look like?
So it kind of, it's kind of, fuck.
Wow.
Shit.
Nicole is like fumbling in human form. It's just- she's just like, oh, I think it's like, oh no, oh.
She's like that constant moment of like you drop something and then catch it up and then drop it again. Like that's her.
No.
Do you need help? What it looks like, or?
Well, it's pretty subtle. It's like basically just like a blast, like of air,
Okay.
but it affects like their mind and not like the physical body, so it's like kind of hard to see.
Yeah. So we, as an audience, don't. Well, what we see is we see this creature at its side just wrench away, not seeing any physical like impairment, but from the perspective of the creature, what we see is just its side caved in. Like a huge impact, like a cannonball just struck against it, like dented metal, as you've affected its mind so severely that it believes that pain is there and the nerves have activated.
Ooh,
So,
cool.
Hell yeah.
Okay, anything else?
No.
Okay.
That's really fucking sweet. That's like an illusionary injury kind of thing.
Yeah, it goes really well because it goes against will instead of toughness. So.
Yeah, so you can like convince people that like they're really hurt.
Yeah.
That's cool.
The creature is gonna whip you, try and whip you away, Elias.
Okay.
Natural 1.
Yes.
So
I'm
you're
going
still on it.
anyway.
So the other
Yes.
one is going to, having this happen, seeing you on its companion, if you will, is just gonna bite down on you for a natural 1.
This is the best day of my
Oh my
life.
God damn!
I am the Dovahkiin.
Damn, 2 natural 1s and one like.
I watched it happen.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like both of us get natural 1s.
You're getting natural 1s to not let me fly a dragon. I got a natural 20 to fly the dragon. This is meant to be.
Finally,
Yeah.
the third one is going to arrive.
Or a serpent, whatever the fuck this
I'm
thing
gonna-
is.
Just to get flung back out.
Yeah, it's gonna be right in front of you, Adam, as it takes gonna try and take another bite at the balcony, but you can take your action.
Okay. No, I'm not gonna fling it again. I'm just
That'd be
gonna.
hilarious if you did.
I'm gonna multi-attack it.
Okay.
All right.
Roll the hit. Roll them up.
Oh, oh, oh. It's
Oh,
gone forever.
fumbling.
yeah.
Human fumbler. Is your favorite site fumbler?
Is that
3.
16 to hit?
Sorry.
I
You just hit.
That's like the avoids copyright knockoff version of it.
Ah, damn it.
It just hit.
Yeah, 8 total.
All right, so
You just rolled
9
A
damage.
2.
Shut the fuck. Don't look at my fucking screen. What the fuck is this? God damn, now I gotta put up the screen. You lost privileges of looking at my direction.
Oh, yeah, now you can fudge rolls.
Yeah.
Thanks.
My right as a DM.
yeah, you're never gonna get a natural one again.
What was the total?
It's 9 damage.
9 damage? Okay,
Fucking
so...
GM is cheating.
Yeah, he's a fucking cheater.
Just for that, he has a toughness 40.
What the fuck? If
So
he knocks me
all
off,
y'all fuck off.
if he knocks me off the dragon next turn, I'm quitting.
You said 9 total, right? So
Yep.
24s I have to beat. I rolled an 8. 19. I have this handy dandy matrix that I don't know how to use.
Ooh.
Handy Nandy,
Oh wait,
number fudger.
shut up. I don't know how to use this right now. I don't know.
The random number table in
Hold on,
fucking Lone Wolf.
19.
I still don't understand. I've been playing that game for years. I still don't understand how that fucking thing works.
Oh, you take it out.
What? Really?
Yeah, 19, 24, 19, so 1, then 14, then
Yep.
9. Oh, no, I'm sorry.
Yep.
So oh, yeah, and then 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're 1, and I rolled an 8 total, so...
Nice.
Yeah, you just...
Shit.
As it comes by,
Good going out.
very angry that you flung it away.
Yep.
You move by, and just as its head comes into view, just a blur, like there's like several atoms all around its head, just pummeling it all around.
Yeah.
Enough to just knock it unconscious. You rattle its brain so hard that it just falls.
Yeah, there we go.
Wow.
And I yell up, I'm like, I got one!
All right, Jackie, your turn.
Still not as cool as Elias.
He's functional. He's never flashy.
That's true, that's true.
I'm gonna try to. Yeah, I'm gonna try to push, slam that one down to Adam.
The one you've been attacking?
Yeah.
Alright.
Hey, better,
Roll move
better,
object.
better.
I'll roll strength.
Swing,
Hey,
better.
It's ready.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
8 total again.
Oh yeah, 17.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, I'm stupid.
Oh,
Yeah, dummy.
Oh, move object. Yeah, no, I'm still dumb. Okay, yeah, 17.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You move down, Adam, as this creature moves down, it's suddenly replaced as through the air, just kind of moving against it, another of these serpent creatures
Yeah.
falls in front of
I'm
it.
just like, all right.
we got a system here.
It's this
Fast.
creature's turn. The creature that you're riding, Elias, is going to attempt to turn in air and press you against the zeppelin and trying to throw you off. So it's gonna roll the hit. 11.
Yes. What am I rolling?
That's against your parry.
Oh, against my parry? 17.
Okay, so misses, but the zeppelin made a toughness roll of 14. The zeppelin's fine.
Colby sounds so done. He's like, everything is going over.
So zeppelin's
good for you
okay.
guys."
Okay. The other one, the one that was being that was pushed by Jackie,
Yeah.
is going to attack Adam.
Okay, come at me.
Okay, there we go. 21 to hit.
What is it? 10 plus my defense?
Yes. Parry.
You do
Yeah.
not hit.
Okay, yeah. Comes down, you phase away. You like position yourself between its jagged teeth. You're like, oh, as it just misses all around, as like its mouth to the side, and you're just like, whoo, and it pulls away.
Like it almost hit. Yeah, I was just like, oh god.
Yeah.
Woo.
Okay, Elias.
All right. Where were we?
Where were we?
I'm hanging onto the chain wrapped around this thing's neck. Right?
Yep.
As it's trying to scrape me against things.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to reach up and summon a soul blade.
Mm-hmm.
And I
Oh,
want to
nice.
try to stab it in the back of the neck.
Okay.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
right above the chain.
Yeah, all right, roll the hit.
Hell yeah. Do it. Do it.
Yo. Guys.
Yeah.
23.
23? Okay.
Oh, nice.
That hits. So what's the damage?
Damage is 8.
Okay, that isn't resisted by will, right? That
I believe
it
because
would
it's
say
soul
it would
damage.
say it would say resisted by will.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. It just
Alright.
says soul damage.
Yeah, we have to change that, but anyway,
Yeah.
for now. Oh, there we go. Okay.
Like that.
20. Oh, it has a -1. 24. So what's the damage you said?
8.
8?
Should be
Yeah,
18.
so it makes. Yeah, 23 is what I have to be. Yeah, so you move down, but as it rides in the air, you aren't able to get as deep as you like, and it dissipates as you have to like focus both hands on like holding on.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, don't do damage.
Rats.
Anything else?
I guess that's kind of it.
All right, Adam, your turn.
Out of actions.
All
Punch
right.
him.
All right. I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna multi-attack.
Punch that boy.
All right, punch that boy.
I'm going to punch this boy so many times. 21.
That hits.
Hey.
All right. So it's 9 damage again.
Ooh.
Punch that boy.
You can watch this one, Corey.
Bro.
That's a natural 20.
Yeah, it is.
Was it 20?
Yeah.
It is. It is.
All right.
All right. Yeah. Excited from your last foray. You move to try and punch, but you start realizing that under these feathers that this creature has some sort of like scale underneath, and you punch it and you hurt your hands. You're just like, ow.
It's a dinosaur.
Huh. Okay.
A 6-winged pterodactyl.
Anything else, Adam?
Yeah.
No. Question though.
Yeah.
You can't use things like power attack and all-out attack without the advantage.
Correct.
Okay.
To
Right,
my
right.
knowledge.
Cool.
Jackie, your turn.
Hi. I'm going to yeah, I'm gonna try to use I wanna try to rip one of its teeth out.
Ooh. Okay. Make it. So what kind of attack is this?
Oh, that's the telekinesis. That's the.
Okay.
So it has to make a save.
Okay. I have a 22. Is this a will save?
Oh wait, am I stupid? Oh no, it's toughness. Toughness, because it's the move. It's the
So 25.
perception based.
Not 25. 23.
Okay, so I think it is successful because
Okay.
it's a 7.
Yeah, you try and get a hold of its tooth, and it's just moving around too fast.
Hi.
Anything else?
Can I kind of look over the the Zeppelin and see how much damage is done?
Yeah, you do a quick fly around, and you see there's 2 like large gashes in it, causing you to lose a little bit of altitude. But make an intelligence roll, unless you have expertise Zeppelin.
Oh, it just so happens that I'm an expert.
Wow.
Wow. 7.
Yeah, I mean you don't know how much damage a Zeppelin or any of these things can take before they start going down. So.
She's like, yep, it's got a hole in it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Probably not good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
like
I've
a
never seen a
balloon,
hot air
right?
balloon with a hole in it.
Yeah.
The 2 serpents turn. One's to attack Adam.
Okay.
Ooh, 24.
Swallows
just
you
hits.
whole.
That's a 19 I rolled, baby.
Ooh.
Here we go. Now I just had to get the ball rolling. That's
Oh,
all.
God
Make a
damn it.
toughness
You
roll.
just had to put that DM screen up so we could see.
Exactly, so you can fudge the numbers.
Toughness roll, please.
Toughness. Roll. 18.
18. Okay, you take 1 injury.
Okay. Wound injury.
Injury. The second one again is gonna try and rend you against the Zeppelin. 15.
Against Perry?
Yeah.
17, boy.
Hey, okay. Try miss. The Zeppelin, however.
Doesn't like me
Ow!
against it.
Zeppelin takes 1 injury.
No.
Damn.
Ah. Oh, I'm not using that. All right. Next is Elias.
That's me.
That's me.
Do it.
Do it now.
I'm gonna try to summon another soul blade and stab it in the back of the head again.
Roll the hit. Roll them up.
Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it.
Ooh, that's a better number. 26.
That hits.
Oh yeah. That's
15.
Oh, I wish it was a 19.
So what's your
It's 19 and 20 or I have improved crit.
what's your damage?
8.
So I rolled a 15 total. So 9, 23. So it fails by 2 degrees.
Yeah.
nice.
Nice.
So it is
Awesome.
dazed. Yeah, as you
Oh.
reach in and you see this like bubbling, like steamed green steam out of it, and it screeches out.
Uh-oh. Wait, it's dazed?
Yeah,
It's dazed.
yeah, it can still.
It's dazed. I'm on its back and it's flying.
You're fine.
I'm nervous.
Adam.
Does fortitude count as an active defense?
No.
Okay. Okay, in that case, I'm going to use Agile Feint
Oh.
on this thing,
Okay.
and I'm gonna just appear like I'm in front of it, but I'm gonna move so fast behind it that it can't see me. I'm
Okay.
gonna punch it in the back and do a multi-attack from the back.
All right. I make an insight
Um,
roll, right?
Yep, your insight versus half my speed.
Whenever he does shit like this, I imagine Vegito. Just
Oh,
kind of like smirking with his arms crossed, like,
What a
weird.
cocky asshole.
yeah.
Oh, you guys lost focus real hard. 9.
It needs to be to 15, so it fails.
Okay.
You're gonna.
So,
Yep. So its defenses are half. Its active defenses are half.
okay, roll the hit.
2.
Punch that boy. Nice.
Yep, that's a 26 to hit,
Yeah, that hits definitely. All right.
and then it's 9 damage.
10 total.
Ooh.
All right.
Oh no!
so,
Oh wait, that is a -2. So 8.
So 8. So it dies.
Yeah. Fuck.
Damn, Dragon Slayer.
Yeah, you move away. As it hits you, it just hits this after image of you around, and you actually end up running down its entire length in the air and just hitting it with multiple.
Oh my god!
And then come back up, and it's just like fuck.
Yeah.
Falls.
And then for flair, I want to backflip back onto the Zeppelin.
Yeah, roll an
By
agility
all
roll.
means.
Give me an acrobatics roll.
Want an agility roll? That's a 1.
You just like fall in the air, you're like, ah, and then you land on your ankle, you're like, ah!
Oh my god.
You spend the rest of your turn like,
Practically
ah.
Yep.
Oh, my-
Jackie,
I got one.
Jackie, your turn.
oh my.
Jackie, your turn.
Alright, I'm going to do another mental blast,
Okay.
which is will resisted.
15.
Nope.
Okay. What's the damage?
Wow, that's a good question. That's a good question, young man. Shit.
Wow.
What's the rank?
6. So is it just 6? Is it just the ranks?
Yep.
6.
So it's okay.
So
So
6.
21. I said no. Okay, fails by 2 damage. So that's dazed
Alright.
again, I guess.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
All right. Its turn. It's dazed.
Bitch.
All right. It's going to screech out. And as it does, you start feeling the feathers that you're on start to shake, Elias, and the scales underneath suddenly feel them move up, and then a whole myriad shoot out.
Holy shit!
All around it. So Jackie and Elias, since you both are within range, make dodge rolls for me.
Hell yeah. Got that good.
Yo,
And the Zeppelin will also.
Ooh.
26.
All right.
How the fuck do I dodge it? I'm
Jackie?
right on its neck.
28.
28.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, both of you are able to move away just in time, just between threading the needle. On
Yeah.
this. So both of you made toughness rolls. As some obviously are going to hit you. You're resisting half the damage.
Dude,
No, they're
I just rolled another 19.
God
29.
damn, dude, you're cheating.
Your screen's up. I can say whatever I want.
What was total, Jackie?
That's 8.
8 total?
Yeah.
Okay. So you fail by 3 degrees.
Oh.
You are staggered on your turn. Oh no, wait, half. 2 degrees.
Alright.
Okay, that's better.
Yeah.
You pass flying colors, Elias. As and then the
Flying colors.
haha.
It
And
fell green in
the
the
Zeppelin,
sky.
oddly enough, is okay too.
That's
Just like cosmetic damages. That's it for him, Elias.
All right. I'm gonna, after like fucking rodeo clowning my way out of those spikes, I'm gonna pull myself back down, like kind of reposition, anchor myself onto that chain, pull my hand close, my free hand to it.
Yep.
Place it where I was stabbing at, and I'm gonna try to do a soul drain.
Okay. What kind of save is that for me?
It's will.
0.
0?
No.
How do you roll a 0?
Never mind. I'm thinking of it. It has a -2 to other rolls.
Yep. Days.
So total is 4.
Okay.
So I was eating a cracker.
I have damage 4. So do I roll for that?
No, you
Because it was.
So it's what, 15 plus 4?
19, 15. So
15
19.
plus 4 is 19.
Yep.
And they have to beat it.
So it takes 3 degrees of damage.
Yo.
Just missed that one.
Nice.
Oh,
9.
this is so cool.
Okay. Yeah, so you so you're draining it, right?
Yeah.
So you're just like sucking the life force out of it. And
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's moving like is slower at the moment. Adam, your turn.
Can I see them from where I am?
You can kind of like, it's really tough to see them. Where they
You'll
are.
just hear it.
It's like the, just the bloated
Yeah.
shape of the Zeppelin. Like they're like
Yep.
on the corner of it, so you have to like, you maybe see the tail of the creature from like as it rides.
All right, I'm just gonna like go to the rail of the Zeppelin and like kind of look up. I just be like, hurry up!
So you're Elias flying across the sky going, yeehaw!
Jackie, your turn.
Yippee!
Oh god.
I'll try spinning. That's a good trick.
I'm gonna throw my knives at it.
All right. Yeah. No, you don't have your usual knives. So instead, the cooking knives come out.
Oh right, I forgot. Shit.
Unless you carried knives to you to prom, I don't know. That's your prerogative.
V might
Yeah, as out of the travel pack, from like your storage, you summon the knives, and they fly up. Okay, roll to hit. Oh.
Oh baby, that's a natural 20.
Yeah.
So you want
so
an
many of those
added
tonight.
effect or add 10 to the damage?
Oh.
Want to add the effect to fillet it?
Yeah. Having dragon
No, I'll
steak.
just add to the damage.
Okay, so add 5 to the damage. So what's the total?
Uh,
So minus 4.
12. Yeah, 12 damage.
Oh, how do you want to kill it?
What?
How do you want to kill it?
Yeah. Oh man. I want.
Keep in mind, I'm still on its back of its neck.
Oh yeah. I want to throw the knives so hard that it just slices him right through the middle.
Ooh, yeah. So you want to actually fillet him.
Yeah.
Yeah, you watch as with power and finesse, these knives fly under you, Elias, right under the creature, and they stick. There's about like 3 of them, right in the center, and then just run down the length of it. And you see this guts spill out onto the Zeppelin. And like Adam, you're just like, hurry it up! As some blood like hits you, you dodge enough out of the way, but your face, you're like, oh.
Can I do something real quick for flavor here?
Sure.
Can I let go of the chain, activate my soul wings, and just watch it drop from under me?
No, it floats up.
Oh,
No,
wow.
Yeah, no.
Reverse gravity.
Yeah, you do it. Yeah. Yeah, you latch off as the creature just falls down.
Nice.
You guys
Nice.
defeat them. Cool.
We ain't fucking around, bitch.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is for real.
Yeah, this is for all the marbles.
That was the coolest thing I've ever done in this game.
That was fucking
I'm
amazing.
so happy.
That was beautiful.
So the
Thank
creatures
you.
that have been that make up the crew of the Zeppelin, have not moved since this happened. They're just
Like,
ones up
completely
the helm. And you guys move as normal. You
Awesome.
don't see any more of these creatures. You see it
Barely.
in the far distance. There is a smoke cloud where the impact of whatever that thing was.
Mm.
But otherwise, yeah. You guys move for the next 2 days through the converging expanse, northward, then moving a bit north west. And as you do, the weather around you starts to get colder. You can tell through the air. It starts to get pretty chilly, and you guys, not used to it. Maybe have to wrap yourself in a blanket or something as you're this high up, along with this cold altitude. And you recover from, whatever exertion from before. And on this 4th day, you hear a ding, 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 as one of the creatures has reached up a skinny, bone-like arm is ringing a bell. And it walks over to the balcony, and it points out into the distance to what looks to be these these essentially like mountains, like tectonic plates, just shifted upward into almost like a TP formation out before this superstructure in the distance, and the Zeppelin starts to lower down. And
All right.
as it lowers quite a distance away from the structure, the winds around you are howling, and it's very cold throughout, but it touches down, not fully, has to drop a ladder for you guys to, or, you know, two of you just fly down. You know, they realize you don't even need it, and then they're like, and pull it back up.
Adam needs the ladder.
And suddenly you're on what can only be described as a this sort of barren ground of cracked fissures and earth, but all of it has a blue frost tint, like white cerulean colors around you. You can see the wind itself, almost like it was animated around, but turned to life. You see wisps of wind just around, and like when it passes through you, it's very cold, but otherwise doesn't harm you. And forward about a couple miles is the structure.
Well, I guess that's our destination.
Yeah.
Looks like it.
Do you guys think it's safe for me to just carry you guys there? Or...
I don't know. I don't think we should chance it yet.
Alright.
I just don't want... I don't want anything to be able to, like, detect us.
Yeah.
You know?
I guess we'll walk.
Yeah. We don't know what these things out here can do.
Yeah.
You know, we just fought dragons a couple days ago.
Alright.
Doesn't take you very long. The shadow of this structure is always looming, but there's a clear entrance, as if, despite this being mountains in of itself, there is an opening to it. There's just this gaping hole, triangular hole, this cavern of itself. And as you guys are walking, the wind dies down a little bit, but the whistling never stops. And you're taking your steps around, stepping a little bit closer to one another. In this moment, the lands themselves are not flat. There's several plateaus, you know, risen up that you have to fly, hop, or run over. There's patches of ice around that as you step. You have to avoid slipping. At one point, right in front of the massive structure is a large sheet of ice, and as you look down, your reflections in the ice don't show. Instead, what you see is if you take a step onto the ice, a crack, nothing massive, not like it's gonna cave in under you. In fact, you're pretty sure there is no water underneath. It's not like a frozen lake. It is just a block of ice. And as the little cracks show up at your feet, the cracks start emitting something. There's a substance flowing out, just a little bubbling, and it's this red liquid.
Is that supposed to happen?
Yeah, I don't think so.
No.
I was thinking the same thing.
Never seen anything not alive bleed.
I feel like everything in this place bleeds. Just like, I don't know. It's just weird, man. Can I like reach down and like touch the liquid?
Yeah, it sticks to your fingers.
Yeah.
Magma.
Alien blood, your finger instantly burns away.
Yeah.
No, you feel like an idiot. Yeah, you rub it between your fingers. Take an intelligence roll. Or treatment, if you have it.
Smart.
Intelligence.
Nope.
I'm dumb.
You're a little dummy.
That's a 7.
You're like, wow.
Damn.
This could be anything.
What is this thick red water?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It feels cold.
At least it's cold.
Great.
Everything's cold here, Adam.
Yeah, thanks, weatherman.
I'm just gonna grumble. And how does this place go? Like, does this place go deep? Like,
Yeah,
Just like
you can't
cave.
see the end. It's just a dark. There's no light at all.
yeah.
Just a dark. And when I say the cave entrance, it isn't like, oh, it's about a 10-foot cave. It's
Like,
in of
yeah.
itself. It is a grand. Like, think you're walking into Iron Forge style,
Yeah.
but no structure. There is just large, 50 to 100 feet up, just hole
Yeah.
leading in.
I want to pull out the flashlight that we have.
Yeah.
Good idea.
Yeah, you click it on. You'd have the industrial strength flashlight.
Yeah.
The ones you'd beat a man with.
Yeah.
Yep.
Could I?
I'm gonna use mine too.
Yeah, I want to take a match out and light it and see if I can melt the ice.
The entire
next
mountain
time.
melts.
Oh, its melting point is so low.
You fool! This entire place is actually made of hydrogen.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
It caves in on all of us and we die instantly.
Yeah.
Yeah, game over.
Yeah. So as you bring
a
it
good
close
run.
to the ground of itself, the flame,
Yeah.
as you bring it, the closer it gets to the ground, the sheet of ice, the flame starts to wane, and then it gets close enough to where just a small bud of flame freezes, crystallizes.
Whoa.
Damn.
I show you guys. I'm like, I don't think that's what it's supposed to do.
That just freeze fire.
It
I like
most certainly
reach
did.
over and kind of like pinch it. Like, dude, this is
Is it
solid.
hot?
It's fragile. You
Yeah. Oh,
I didn't even know that could happen.
I
Me
don't think
either.
it's supposed to.
no.
I
Well-
kind of like toss the match.
Elias, what if you have ice flames now?
I don't know. I can still change their color. I just don't quite know what they do. Oh wait, do you guys know that?
I don't think so.
Want to see a cool party trick?
Sure.
Yes. absolutely.
Now's the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, I forgot. I can do this. I create a ball of soulfire in my head, and it's green. A bowl. I create a bowl. All right, guys. This is how you smoke.
I don't know, a cereal bowl.
Oh no, we're expanding our
Got it.
souls here.
Yep.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, a new bowl of initios.
Initiate. Animos.
Animos.
Animals.
Alamo.
Oh, remember the
Oh
animals?
my god.
But yeah, so I don't know what I can do with these yet, but I create a green ball of soulfire in my hand. I can, by thinking of it, and I turn it from green to blue, I can change the color. Then you turn it from blue to like white or whatever the monochromatic color was.
Mhm.
It's like, but they don't seem to act any different. I like close them, my hand, and it dissipates.
Oh, I mean, that's still pretty cool. At least you know that you got their power successfully.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's cool.
Yeah,
That'll probably be very useful.
Yeah.
if the need arises, whenever. But yeah.
I'm sure it'll arise soon.
And if, especially if we go to
Rise to-
anime.
Yeah, but I just don't know if it's ice or whatever else these things could have extra attributes.
To be fair, I'm not sure that this is normal ice, so
No.
Yeah, true.
No, but the colors do turn into different weapons. I did learn that.
That's pretty
Huh.
cool.
Yeah.
And I know you guys don't want to like take this super fast, but I'm just gonna scout ahead like a little bit.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll be right back.
Just
just be careful.
yeah, call out if anything gets weird.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just gonna run into the cave like with the light in front of me to guide me. I'm not gonna go crazy far.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna like go a little ways in and loop back.
Yeah. So as you venture deep with the flashlight, the light itself, as you move in a few seconds in to the entrance, the light itself is actually working over time, because as you light it against the wall, crystals all along the narrowing chamber light up, reflecting the light of the flashlight all around, and it's a myriad of different colors. We have a bunch of purples and blues with white and some red sprinkled into there.
Nice.
It's like you're in a kaleidoscope as you start moving through. And it's just a single chamber. And it looks like nobody's been here for a while. Make an investigate roll. Are you trained?
Investigate.
Yeah, I have 1 point.
Okay.
That's an 11.
Yeah, so you can confirm nobody has been here from how the structure, like the ground itself, isn't a smooth like sheen of ice or crystal. It is like riddled with, as if, you know how vines would overlay in a jungle and like roots and stuff, replace all that with like different sized crystals on the ground.
Okay.
If you ran here barefoot, you're done for. It's done. It's gonna hurt like a
Oh.
bitch.
Oh, I don't have shoes.
That's true. You
Oh yeah. Oh man, we got dress pants. We must be freezing.
Yeah, you guys are
Yes.
not having fun.
Fucking things are thin.
I'm in a dress, bro.
And the when the chamber narrows, it expands, and it's kind of wishy-washy with how wide it is until you start coming across a much larger chamber, and you can hear the slight trickling of water ahead of you. Do you want to continue?
I think that's where I'll stop.
Okay.
And then I'll head back.
Okay.
Say if you'd like to continue, turn to page 7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just gonna come to you guys and I'm like, I heard some water a little ways in. It opened up a bit, so maybe that's a good place to look around.
That's good. Water
Yeah,
means
that-
warmth.
Yeah. Also, you might want to watch your feet. There's a bunch of like crystals on the ground.
Oh, thanks.
All right. Yeah. Let's head.
My feet are like ice. What's it called? Ice
Frostbite.
frozen.
Frostbitten.
Ice frozen. What's it?
Ice
yeah,
frozen.
frostbitten.
Ice frozen.
Frostbite.
Yeah.
Frost that one.
Oh god, I'm so cold. I'm ice frozen.
Random tidbit of knowledge that I think is hilarious. When a flower or like a plant or whatever gets flash frozen and they get a layer of ice on it. I learned this when we were doing Project Cell. It's called hoarfrost.
Oh yeah, that's a great word, I think.
Yeah, just it felt relevant.
So, wow.
Oh,
How
just
dare you.
Burn.
I thought it was funny.
So
What the fuck? What the fuck did you just say to me?
What the fuck did you just fucking say to me? I'll have you know, I have over 400 confirmed kills.
all right, back at it.
Jackie, just hover.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, I'm just gonna
Yeah,
do
you
that.
you move through. Do you have your light too, Jackie, or are you just leaving the light to these two?
I'm just leaving the light to them.
Okay. Yeah, you move through. You eventually do make it to that chamber. It takes you guys a little more time. The caverns run deep throughout. There's a lot of times where you have to hover over like drops and whatnot. And you make your way to this chamber where all of you can hear the trickling water. And as you walk inside this large chamber, your lights flash against crystals that are very high up in the ceiling, kind of similar to how high the engineering bay was in the Umber Collective HQ. So you're looking at about 200 feet up this chamber, and it goes even that's just where you enter. It goes even higher the further in the distance, where your light can't even reach it. You have to rely on the light reflected off the crystals, and you see in front of you the red liquid in a pool, but it's laying over a frozen sheet of this red liquid as well, so only the surface has the looser liquid on it. And you shine your light even further, only to realize that at the far end of the room is a waterfall that has frozen.
Oh,
So just, and it's all red, all the way up, towering high about almost as high as the ceiling itself. So, in far back in this room, you're talking about 300 feet up.
Damn.
And your voices echo along this chamber.
Huh.
And you see, all of you make perception rolls.
That's my favorite.
That's my favorite. Been killing it.
5. I always roll low with
Okay.
perception.
15.
15?
14.
All right, Jackie and Elias, you see the trickling water is coming from spots along the waterfall, as if slight traces of it are not frozen and are still running and falling into the pool.
I want to try to break the ice.
Sure.
Ask it what its favorite color is.
So what are you using to break?
Telekinesis. I'm just gonna try to like crush the ice.
Okay. Yeah, easy
Like,
enough. You
it
find
will come out.
that you find a protrusion. You crush down in it. What's your damage rank on it?
7.
Yep. And you see the crystalline red just fall into the pool.
Is any more is liquid coming out of it?
You don't see any, but you do see the trail of like loose string of the red liquid fall over it now and start to run over the damaged ice.
Oh, okay.
And the three of you hear as this happens, you hear a, "Now why would you do that?"
I'm just gonna look around and turn around and be like, "Who's there? Who's there?"
The voice is reverberating from the crystals themselves. You hear it all around as if they're conduits of the vibrations. You hear, "Why did you do that?"
I wanted to see if there was any more liquid under the ice.
I see. Quiet.
I call out. We're looking for the sage.
Why?
We need help.
With what?
Taking down the entity.
And why would you want to do that?
To save Earth.
The whole universe, actually.
Our universe.
I don't know. This Earth. It is where you hail from.
Yeah, it's our home planet.
What is this place like?
Green.
Very vibrant. Well, it used to be.
Very full of life.
And warm.
How did you find yourself here?
You know, you keep asking us questions, but who are you?
There's silence.
Coming here was the only way that we could get on the right path to stop that entity. And that path led us here because apparently you're one of the only people that can help us.
Who told you that?
The Sovereign.
I see. What are your names?
I'm Adam.
Jack.
I'm Elias.
You want to stop the entity.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to.
And you are too weak now.
Perhaps.
It's not very nice.
I only speak with honesty.
Are you a vampire?
I don't know what that is.
I don't think it's a vampire. Are you a rock? Are you just the rocks?
In a way.
Could you help us or not?
You bring the dark entity here. Yet, you want it gone. What?
Yeah, that's right.
What changed your mind?
I mean, kinda is trying to destroy everything, so that's a pretty good motivator.
I can only speak the truth here. I cannot move from here. This is my prison. I wonder if I should help you.
Could we free
Do
you?
you
The chamber itself, you feel a shake. Perhaps you could. Perhaps you could. Yes. If you free me. Yes.
If we freed you, what would you do?
I choose not to answer.
Just would you be as big of a danger as the dark itself?
I choose not to answer.
Fair.
I'm gonna look around and try to see if I could mind read anything.
You can't really see it. There's
Okay.
nothing to lock
like-
in on.
Yeah, okay.
Mind control the rock.
No!
Rock. Oh.
I can't be freed until the entity is gone.
Why were you trapped here in the first place?
I lost a battle of wits with a sorcerer. Rather, I won the game, and he was a sore loser.
Well, it seems to me like it would be mutually beneficial to work together. If you help us take down the entity, then we'll be able to.
I need an assurance. I need a drop of blood in the pool.
Why?
It will prove. It will sign a contract.
Learn my list of contracts. I don't think that's been.
Yes. I will take nothing from you. But I will give. I will teach. But I want freedom. Away from this place.
What's your name?
I lost my name. Trapped in this prison. I do not remember it. More magic.
What do you guys think?
I don't think this is a good idea.
I don't know.
There's no real way we know that it would be helpful anyway.
I don't think we have much of a choice.
I mean, this could be just as bad as unleashing the Sovereign.
True.
And we have no reason to believe anything saying.
I'm not saying I'm for helping free this thing, but this is the whole reason.
The anchors are stronger here than they were in our world, and we couldn't handle them. I don't think we have a choice.
There's always a choice.
You can go see them and die as we are, but I don't think we can handle it. I don't see us being able to handle Hamadi Khan again.
What would you give us for freeing you? What would you teach us?
There is power. I see it. I feel it. You are not utilizing it. I will draw it out. It will be difficult. But I will do it.
And you think that will help us down the end?
Truthfully, I don't think you stand any chance. But I've been wrong.
Well, normally I would not be for this, but what do we have to lose?
Yes, you're.
Turn to Adam. I'm like, do you want to give him your blood or should I?
You want to give him my blood?
No, I mean my blood, but I mean if you're
Oh.
volunteering.
All.
I think we all need to.
All.
I'll do it.
Wants first. Here you go.
Yeah, I mean, sure. I'll be right there with you.
This. On the count of 3.
What? What am I supposed to make myself bleed with?
Yeah, we need those. You have knives in your bag, don't you?
Yeah. I take out like the knives and stuff.
Yep.
Just sharps.
How much blood?
As much as you want.
So like a drop, sure, got it. All right.
Heard.
No.
Ugh.
Okay, who's first? We doing this?
Alright.
Yep.
Alright, you go up, take the knife.
Yep. And break my finger and.
Yep. As your drop of blood hits the shallow pool, you all of the gems in the entire chamber pulse and fade. Two of you follow suit.
Alright. Yep.
I do hope you succeed. Now, let us bring out this power. And as we camera pulls back away from the three of you. One of your flashlights, you just move as you're looking to one another, and the light beams right against the center of the waterfall itself, and the light refracts and reflects all internal, and you can see a shape inside of the waterfall as tall as the fall itself, so about 300 feet. You see, and it suddenly the shape of the waterfall starts to make a bit more sense as some parts of it are protruding out further. You see within, encased in this red ice, is a claw. And you see this large monster of titanic proportions. And refracting off of the eye, you just see this yellow burning pulse at the very top, looking down at the two of you, or three of you, excuse me, and we fade to black.
Oh.
Owie zowie.
Oh my god.
Should have destroyed it before it woke up.
I'm psyched.
Damn it.
I'm psyched. I can't wait to meet it.
Oh. Hi, how are ya?
Hey, how are you?
All right. Yeah, that'll conclude episode 21 of Initiative.
That was
Hell
Dang
that
it.
was
That's
absolutely righteous.
That was
Yeah.
amazing.
All right.
I loved crushing Colby's spirit.
It's really fun to like take these like really like normally kind of realistic-ish sort of characters with those same kind of mindsets and throw them into high fantasy.
Yeah.
Like they don't feel like they fit, and I think that's great.
Yeah, we'll see how you guys move along.
This is like a dark, twisted version of the never-ending story. I'm so about it.
So thank you so much for joining us for yet another episode of Initiative. If you liked what you see, please leave a like or comment. If you're watching on YouTube, or if you're on Spotify, hit that follow button. You can check us out on our other social medias, Facebook, twitter.com/keeptappinx. I'll put up that stupid end screen I still have not yet adjusted. Who knows if I ever will. There's our Twitter handles over there.
Yeah, we should probably make a end title card that has like a breakdown of all of our socials and shit.
Anyway, we'll get on that one day.
Again.
Anyway,
And the Insta.
but thank you all for tuning in. If you're tuning in live, we're going to be back next week, 6:30 p.m. Eastern time, every Wednesday. So spread the word.
Yeah.
Same time, same place.
And we're going to go raid.
Mm-hmm.
And for everybody listening now on Spotify and YouTube and all that, bye. We love you.
Bye. See you next week.